Peace, diehards. What's good, man? Got dire state of mind tonight. We're gonna be talking about the schedule. So we're gonna run down the schedule, talk about what's going on with the NBA media and stuff like that. We'll get into that type of stuff today as well. Also, I would like to talk about Wojnarowski more than anything and his stranglehold that he has on us and stranglehold that he has on ESPN and just media in general like that, man. So anyway, we'll talk about the schedule and stuff. Right now is dire state of mind, waiting for State to pop in. I haven't heard from State in a while, but it was his idea to come on at 9 o'clock tonight. But he hasn't hit me back yet. But without further ado, we'll keep it G and let the show go on. And without further ado, the next podcast. Let's get busy. Yeah, ladies and gentlemen, we are transferred now into the Die Hard Knicks podcast realm here. So we're going to be talking about Wojnarowski right at the moment. So check this out. I'm going to share this channel here, Heat Check. I have no problem sharing other people's channels. This channel is called Heat Check. They got 588,000 followers, whatever. So they're basically an expose kind of thing. They talk about a lot of things having to do with just like conspiracy stuffs and what really happening and stuff like that. So they do a lot of research on their videos and stuff. The one video that you see in the middle there that I'm kind of like playing around with there is Woj exposed. So I got it muted, but it's just so you can see in the background as I'm talking. Make myself a little bigger here. So the gist of it is right is that okay, Wojnarowski came to power basically because of his insider information. He was working for ESPN doing beat writer stuff and things of that nature. He got involved with some agents and players and stuff. But instead of just being the regular douche that just calls for information, he would just call them and get information about not information, but just hit them up just for their well being. Hey, how's your kids? How's your family? That type of thing. That's stuff that you should do, as a person. But anyway, he used those tactics to get the power that he has now. So anyway, as we know, Woj bomb. If somebody reports it, nobody cares unless Woj makes it official. We got another kid named Sham. So let me talk about Sham for a second. Sham, all the rumors surrounding the Knicks has been blown out of proportion because of two tweets by Sham saying that the Knicks are getting in conversations with Utah. Conversations, right? So that went crazy for like a month, and then nothing happened, and again, and then in August, maybe like a week or so ago, we get another Shams tweet talking about, yeah, they're back talking again as of last week. But just before that, they were saying the Knicks stopped talking and stuff. So they're just playing games with us. They're playing games back and forth with the fan base, and it's not really fun. Not really fun to be on the back end of that. So back to Wojnarowski. Wojnarowski is CAA. That's number one. So he was with CAA before Leon became the president of the Knicks. So I mean, that's something that can't be that can't be understated because look at all the information that's being leaked, especially from the Knicks perspective. All this some stuff about yeah, there's other teams that have deals in place. That's not coming from the Knicks. And that's not definitely not coming from Wojnarowski. That's coming from other sources, outside sources, especially probably sources that have to do with Danny Ainge and things of that nature. Right now, Wojnarowski is completely neutral. He hasn't really posted anything about it. Made a couple videos where he's just kind of glancing over it, but nothing straight fire, nothing really drawn out about it. He's saving all of that for the other commentators on the program. But even them, I saw something today that the state sent me, because I don't watch ESPN unless somebody sends me a video, right? So State sent me a couple videos, and they just basically talking about the Donovan situation, and they just kind of just going through it. 2-minute videos, 3-minute videos of them just kind of just talking about it, just to talk about it because they know we're gonna click it. So it is what it is. It's very frustrating from a Knicks fan standpoint to have to deal with that all the time, whatever, man. So my opinion is, when it comes down to like just logistics and stuff, they just made that trade with the Minnesota Timberwolves. So I believe they're waiting for the right time as far as when guys are able to get traded. There's a lot of weird rules and stuff where guys. There was rumors that some guys can't be moved until the 30th. but then those that can't really be confirmed or denied. But I think if anything is going to happen, it's really going to happen. Today's the 19th. I think it's going to happen within the next 2 weeks or so. So basically, something's going to happen before training camp. I feel sorry for teams like the Nets and stuff like that because Kevin Durant already put in a trade request already. So official trade request. He put it out there. I want to get out of here. Basically, Kyrie was out of here too, but then he changed his mind and said that he'll be ready for training camp, which is a bunch of bullshit. Both of those guys want to be out because they don't like the way that the franchise is going. But meanwhile, they're the ones that strong on the GM to do everything that he did to get them there. So I don't want to be in that position. When it comes to these politics behind sports and stuff like that, I just do not want to be subject to just be like at the mercy of all these powers that be. For one person in an organization to have so much power that they shut down the whole freaking network. That's what this is talking about here. They're talking about the Pistons and stuff like that. But it gets crazier here because like towards the end here, they were talking about Donovan or they were talking about certain things here, and ESPN straight up didn't report on anything. This James Harden stuff. Like at the time, ESPN didn't report on this stuff really that much. The outside media was, like I said, this video is from Heat Check. So please check out Heat Check. I'll put the description, I'll put this video in the description when I get a chance. Saying they really do, they put out good stuff, man, really in-depth stuff. So it's very important for those guys to get their credit, where credit is due. But it's very frustrating from a fan's perspective having to have to deal with something like that all the time. But I think when it comes to the Knicks, you see Donovan Mitchell making a lot of stops in New York City and stuff like that. He's never really done that his whole career. Now all of a sudden he's doing it. So it's just very weird. It's a weird place to be as a Knicks fan. And like I said, I just don't want to be be dangling like this. Because it's not fun from us. Because I mean, I'm just looking at for the Nets, just compare them to us. How could you enjoy the team? I know you got Durant, but you also had Harden. You had Harden, you had Durant. You also had Kyrie, so you got three of some of the best players in the NBA, and then you can't win. They're worrying about Steve Nash. You got people disrespecting Steve Nash because of what he did. He's a rookie coach. He never coached before, but this is what they asked him to do. When it comes down to agents and things of that nature, the agents get involved, and and then they force the GMs and the coaches to do certain things because of whatever is going on behind the scenes. So far, the Knicks don't seem to have that type of drama. We got Mitchell Robinson, we got RJ, Julius Randle. It doesn't seem like there's so many politics behind the scenes that's forcing the Knicks to make any particular moves. They're getting in trouble from tampering and that type of thing with the Jalen Brunson stuff. But I mean, that's to be said because I mean, he has the history. His dad used to play for the Knicks. You know what I'm saying? He has a relationship with Tom Thibodeau. His dad's on the coaching staff. He used to be he used to take a piss and probably took shits in the Knicks locker room before, so he has blood in the ground, there. He has poop in the toilet, you know what I'm saying, at Madison Square Garden. So the tampering stuff is to say, well, it is what it is. But he was a free agent and we were able to get him. So, it is what it is. It's fair and square we got him. He wanted to be here. There's such a thing. Just like Durant wanted to be with the Nets, just like Kyrie wanted to be with the Nets. You can say that's tampering that Kyrie, forced Durant to go there, and then now both of those guys are stronger in the organization to get them to where they need to go. So it goes both ways, man. But it definitely sucks to be on the opposite end of that type of thing. So I don't think Donovan Mitchell's that guy. He always travels by himself. It doesn't even look like he has bodyguards with him, man. So that kind of is a little scary a little bit. When he was at the Rucker, I did see one guy hovering around him, but he wasn't really up on him, He wasn't really up on him. There was a guy that was like about to strangle children next to Fat Joe, but it doesn't seem anybody to be that's really close to Donovan, So he's just a guy that's just chilling, going about his business, enjoying his youth, enjoying his stardom, and just enjoying everything that has to do with New York City, the right way, just like a king should, because I mean, if you guys had that fame and stardom, the youth and stuff like that, you'll be right there with him, right there experiencing everything like everyone else is, So it's good to hear. So I got Knicks community here. So I see Knicks community. I've been trying to get you on to get on. If you'd like to get on, man, let me know. I'll send you a link could jump on because I don't know what's going on with State. I'm waiting for a for those that are looking for diehard State of Mind, looking for State. State. I hope he's good. I know he's working, so he probably just got jammed up at work, and he'll pop on when he can. But if anybody here, like I'm inviting Knicks community. If you feel like being bothered, you could jump on and we could talk a little bit about this stuff here. But I'll get into the schedule in a minute. Because I am kind of like killing time a little bit to see if State's going to pop in. Because like I said, State is the one that want to talk about the schedules. I don't really want to talk about the schedule because it is my thing with the schedule. The schedule is like you look at month to month. You look at November, you look at December, January. Oh wow, look at December. December's tough. Look at this. Listen, man, why are we here? Why are we here? We're talking about basketball. So if we're playing against another team, I'm not afraid to play any team. I'm not afraid of any month. I'm not afraid of, oh, look at the road trip. We're on a West Coast trip. We're on a West Coast trip every year. You know what I'm saying? Every year. So I'm not one of those guys that's gonna be freaking complaining about the schedule. The schedule's the schedule. The only thing I'm gonna complain about is Christmas. I don't understand why everybody's like so happy about the Knicks playing on Christmas. That fucking sucks as a content creator. Because I do have time to crunch time sometimes. I'm gonna be doing more full game recaps and stuff. So I mean, if I gotta do a full game recap on Christmas, I believe last year, or I think last year, what was it? The Knicks played on Christmas. It was like at 12 o'clock. I'm like, come on, man. Like my kids are still asking me to put batteries and shit at 12 o'clock. My in-laws are starting to pop in around that time. You know what I'm saying? So the house is starting to get crazy. And now the Knicks are on. I got to go in the back room by myself and jump on a podcast. It's kind of freaking whack. It's kind of whack. I got to go to my quote unquote studio to do the podcast and stuff that I love to do. So it's good to do content, but come on, man. A day like that is like the worst, man. Shout out to Shaw. It was a good Shaw. I see Shaw doing his thing. With I can't think of my money's name, man, but you guys are doing your thing with your pod as well. So I see you guys are starting to build and stuff. Yeah, man. So it doesn't look like State is popping up in here, man. So State, since he got me here looking at the freaking Knicks schedule, let's do that then. Okay, let's take a look at the Knicks schedule. So I don't have it queued up because I was hoping the State would do that for me. So he's not here. So let's take a look at the Knicks schedule. So I got the Knicks here, Knicks team. Is any games, if anybody's paying attention here, is any games here that anybody's like really circling? Because like I said, I don't care about the schedule, man. Well, we're gonna talk about it, but I don't necessarily care about the schedule. I'm not afraid of who's here. So let's talk about the preseason games. Like if you want to talk about discounts and stuff, preseason is definitely a good time to get in there, take a good dump at the Garden. Get yourself a drink, whatever. Get the bubble guts and test out the toilets. Before everybody gets in there and destroys everything. Let's just mess around with Google here. So I mean, we're playing October 4th. We're playing the Pistons, and we're playing the Pacers. What else we got here? We got the Pacers again. We got the Wizards, Grizzlies, and the Pistons again. So the Grizzlies kind of surprised me. Us playing them in the preseason. That's a game I don't really want no parts of because I feel like when the Grizzlies pop up, I don't know if we're gonna be there. They're gonna be here. They're gonna see the Knicks and they're gonna want to freaking play like it's regular season. So I'm not really into that. So I mean, what are these? Are these games home games? They're going to be at Memphis, man. So, shout out to the Memphis community. Memphis is going to try to kick our ass, man. I'm not really into that. The second game out before the season starts. So, I mean, no, is that the season opener? Oh, shit. I think that's the season opener. Wow, man. So that we played the Grizzlies the season opener. So, shout out to everyone that's going to be going to these season openers. I'll be going to the one with Sim. I already paid my deposit. So I'll be there. I see a couple other people have done that. A handful of people have done it so far. So listen, context. Watch the Nothing But Nick show. I haven't had a chance to really check his show in a while, but check his show or whatever and find out what's going on with that. If you go to MBK, I believe it's mbkfam.com or mbk.com. I'm not exactly sure which one is the correct website, but he actually has it up. So you can go on and pay for put down your deposit. The deposit is $150. So 150 against the Grizzlies open tonight, October 19th. Woo, baby. See now, okay. I just said I don't care about the schedule, but opening night, is one thing. The first night with Tom Thibodeau, we played against Boston, and that's a big game. You play against Boston, and they go State. So State is here. So once I see State's face, make sure that they're situated, then he'll pop in here. So I mean, once you see once you see that first game, you get excited for it. So I mean, that was a big time game. Fournier got busy and stuff like that. But the adrenaline rush right now for the season opener at Memphis. Oh, excuse me, that's at Memphis. Let me get my shit together, guys. This is at Memphis, man. So at Memphis against the Grizzlies. So that's a great game, man. On the road against Memphis, I'm with it, man. Give me all the smoke. They're gonna be ready to blow us out the gate, and hopefully the Knicks are ready to start shit up with them, man. You know, once again, State is here. Yo, State, get yourself together, man. Once I see you, I'll pop you on. Yeah, man. So for those that are wondering, State is here. He's in the background, getting ready to come up here. As soon as he pops up, I'll put him in here. So yeah, Pistons. So who do we play first? We play the Pistons first at Knicks. Okay, so we play the Pistons first. October 21st. Wow. So we play the Pistons. So the Pistons, it's not a gimme game either, man. So that's gonna be a nice game. I actually appreciate going up against the Pistons for opening night because they have so many young guys that I'm interested in watch playing. Sadiq Bey is one of my favorite players coming into the NBA. Kate Cunningham is one. They got a couple other guys too. Of course, Jaden Ivey. Everybody wants to get down with see Jaden Ivey and stuff. So the NBA schedule they ain't shit, man. So I see State. What's good, State?
Yo, what's up? Y'all thought it was at 9:30. My bad. That's my fault. I'm so used to 9:30.
Yeah, sorry.
Nah, I'm here though. What's up, man? It's crazy because I got a peek. I sneak peeked into Uncle Freezy podcast real quick. Yeah. And why the first thing I sneak peeked into was him saying, "Well, I think Emmanuel Quickly has a higher ceiling than RJ Barrett." That's when I knew I had to come over here. I said, "Yeah."
Opinions is opinions, man. Opinions like assholes. Everybody got one, right?
Yeah. I don't get too heated about opinions like that no more. Not like last summer.
Yeah.
But I see you talking about the schedule.
Yeah. This is your idea, man. You know what I'm saying? The schedule. This is your
hit you up here. Because I seen that damn schedule, and if you got it, if you could bring it up again, I seen the schedule, and the first 20 games don't really scare me. I was watching shout outs to Sim, OG Sim, and I was watching his podcast, and he was talking about the Knicks schedule. I'm like, the first 20 games is cool and all, kind of tough games, Orlando, they got a nice number one pick, Hornets, Bucks, Cavs, Bucks, former NBA champions, Cavs, they came up on the come up last season. But that's not the month that scares me, brother. That January is from January 2nd to, I think, February 15th. Hold on, let me make sure that I'm correct here.
Yeah.
Because literally, that's the next season right there. So, matter of fact, I got it right here in my phone. And
well, I'm gonna try NBA TV and see if they have a better pull up here.
All right, and so let me. I'm gonna say this out to you, and for people who's actually listening, shout outs to you, Kareem. I appreciate you, brother. Knicks community, I appreciate you. Quiet Money, get those likes up. Salute to the chat. Appreciate y'all for chiming in. So let's look at it. January 2nd is Toronto. The 4th is against Indiana. That's probably the easiest game within the next couple of weeks. Because after that, you got Boston twice. That's back-to-back to Boston. Then you got San Antonio. All right, San Antonio, Indiana. Cool. That's probably your two. That's two easy wins right there.
So which month are you talking about again?
Talking about January to, God damn, to the beginning of March. It's like it don't stop from January to March. So look at January, bro.
Yeah.
Who made this schedule, bro?
Yeah, I'm telling you, you're looking at the wrong guy, man. Because I don't care about the smoke, man. I'm not really into the schedule because I feel like we play the games. We got to play the games. You know, so if they pull up to the building, you got to be ready to play. You know,
And
you got to be ready to take on these challenges, man.
so just like I told you through DM, I'll tell you now on live. The schedule doesn't worry me if we get Donovan Mitchell, which I think we are going to get Donovan Mitchell. But if we don't have Donovan, then this schedule scares me. Well, regardless, if we get Donovan or not, it's you get Phoenix, then you get San Antonio. All right, that's a light game. Then you got Toronto, Milwaukee, back to back.
Right.
Indiana, light game. Then you got Washington, Detroit, Toronto, Washington, Atlanta, Toronto, Cleveland, Boston, Brooklyn. That's your playoffs right there.
Yeah, I guess so.
Yeah, that right there, that little 3 weeks I just laid down to you, that's the Knicks playoffs right there. And because right after that, you got the Lakers. Then you go into February. What's so crazy about February, you got the Lakers, then Miami, then the Knicks gotta fly out to the Clippers to face Kawhi and the boys. Then you gotta fly all the way back to Philadelphia.
No, they're home. The blue is home.
Oh, the blue is home. Oh, all right. But
we got a little home stand there.
We get Miami, Clippers, then Philly, back to back. Then you get Orlando. That's probably gonna be a dogfight because we lost to them twice last season. Then you get Philly again. Utah, that's
hey. I mean, we could lose to Utah too. Let's say if we trade for Donovan Mitchell and say Cam Reddish go over there. Cam Reddish gonna drop 45 on us, right? And ain't that how it goes?
Oh, how I want Quentin Grimes to fulfill his Klay Thompson.
Got the good leader of Pepsi right
here. Oh man. And then right after Brooklyn, you got Atlanta.
Right.
So, and then you get a little break. But that little 3-week, 5-week period from the second week of January to like the second week of February is the Knicks playoffs right there. We gotta come out of that section of the schedule. Mm-hmm. We gotta come out above 500. At least 5 games above 500. If you want me to add in my how I feel about this team currently and what I think they should do next season.
All right, so you're talking about January, right? So let's talk about the beginning then. We're talking about October, November, and December. Mm-hmm. It is what's the difference between let's say October to January? Look how we play.
So all right, so those first 4 games, I know those preseason games. So what doesn't worry about me about October is I think all of those games are winnable. And on top of
we start the year out against Memphis on ESPN at Memphis.
That's a winnable game because you know the Knicks is going to be up for that. You know the type of smoke they behind that.
You think Memphis and those guys over there are going to want the Knicks to come in there and beat them at their home court opening night?
I mean, when I got Brunson and Donovan Mitchell, anything is possible.
Yeah, but I mean, we don't got Donovan Mitchell now, man. We got let's say if we don't get Donovan Mitchell.
If we don't get Donovan Mitchell, then it's all up to who the starting 5 is. Listening to various podcasts besides our own, and I'm listening to everybody who their opinion is on the starting 5, and that goddamn Evan Fournier, man.
What about him?
It's like I know he's gonna start, bro, and he's gonna mess. And it's not even him because he's talented. It's Thibodeau. Thibodeau can mess this up. I don't want to see Evan Fournier with Brunson, and they got to guard Dylan Brooks and Ja Morant. I don't want to see that. Now Grimes.
Well, who has to guard Ja Morant?
Well, last season it was RJ. He did a good job on Ja. This season, I don't think I'm putting RJ on.
I think he got scraped by Ja. Didn't he get scraped last year? I don't know, man. I think the last time I saw him, I think he was getting by him like it was a little kid.
Wrong man. You talking about the? That's the wrong man. I know.
I'm talking about the right guy. I think RJ got scraped last year.
Wrong man. RJ didn't play one of those games. I know what game you're talking about.
Yeah, but whatever game it was, I think that's the game where Ja missed the did he miss the game winner?
Yeah, but he was like 9 for like 24 or something like that.
Oh man.
What efficiency?
I don't know. You're gonna have me digging for games now.
Oh man.
I'm telling you, I'm not with it, but I know you want to talk about it, and I know you're gonna bring some good questions and stuff. So that's why we're here. So I gotta look at the splits now
But
against the Knicks.
Memphis, we could lose though. But I ain't afraid of Memphis. Like Memphis don't have no star. I mean, I got Jalen Brunson, so I'm not really too concerned about the whole John Morant thing. Memphis is deep, and I think the Knicks are deep. It depends on Thibodeau. The next few games after those are gimme games. I feel like we can win those games. The one against the Hornets is probably a game I'll look out for because Steve Clifford used to he was one of Tibbs' assistants, or I think they was assistant coaches together.
Right.
So I think the Charlotte game is one to look out for. Milwaukee, I think we could get them early because Milwaukee's like a veteran team. They're an older team, so they'll probably fall asleep that day. Plus, it's a Friday. You get what I'm saying? So Milwaukee might sleep. You might get steal one away. Now, this Sunday game against Cleveland, I feel like the Knicks lose every Sunday game known to man. I don't know. I think I've never woken up to see the Knicks win a game 2 in the afternoon.
Right.
So that Cleveland game might be another one, but overall, like October to me, in my opinion, is easy. I think that's a light month. I think that if the Knicks could come out, what's that? 3 games, they come out 4-2. I think they could realistically come out 4-2, at worst 3-3, but they could also come out 5-1, and their only loss of mess around and beat Detroit. Knowing how the Knicks are, that's just the Knick way to do.
Well, if you say that, then the Nick way to do. We should lose against Memphis, lose against Detroit. Orlando got that Banchero guy. We can't guard him. Cole Anthony, we'll probably lose that game. Charlotte like to run on us. You know what I'm saying? We can't really guard them when they start going up and down. Milwaukee is Milwaukee, and then Cleveland is they're up and coming team too. So we can go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 0-6 to start the year.
Even we tanking, man.
I'm saying, like that's what I'm trying to say. Like, what's the difference between January and October? Because I mean, we could legit lose all 6 games starting the year.
No, it's just my confidence in the roster, my confidence in the young boys, confidence in Jalen Brunson. That's all. That's where that comes from.
Okay, so I mean, you got confidence, right? So what's so bad about January? You have no confidence about January?
I don't like that scheduling in January. I don't like the fact that y'all basically got us in January playing a bunch of playoff teams 3 weeks straight, and then right after the All-Star break, we might have to go on a West Coast trip. I don't know when our West Coast. Oh my God, I'm looking at the West Coast trip right now. Why do you do that to us, bro?
Where? And you're talking about which month? November? Because November we got a long one.
What? OKC, Utah, Denver, Golden State, Phoenix, OKC, Portland, Memphis, Detroit. What the?
I mean, you just said January, but look at November. Like I said, November. These games are at 10, so that's gonna kill me. 3:30 on a Sunday, that's gonna kill me too. So we're talking about against Utah. Utah's gonna want to burn us. Denver's probably Denver always plays us well. Golden State, defending champions. Phoenix, OKC. These are all that's a tough trip there.
But this is what. No, matter of fact, nah. We don't know the Knicks playoff hopes by January, because it seemed like I kind of like how they did the scheduling. I like the fact that they put a bunch of East Coast games next to each other.
Yeah,
I don't think they used to do that a couple of years back. So I like the fact that they did that. So it's easier for people like us to look at the schedule and can see like, okay, we'll know if we're in playoff contention by this time because of these certain games. But the fact that they put us on a 2-week West Coast trip in November, early November. So, I ain't gonna lie, Eru, Knicks got to come out guns blazing this year.
Yeah, it's gonna be tough. I mean, because you're talking about what is this? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 away games in November compared to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. What, seven home games? 7 to 9. So we're gonna be a roll most of the time in the beginning of the year. So it's gonna be rough. The whole schedule is gonna be rough. But like I'm trying to say, the thing about it, like you're a professional. We have, if we don't get Donovan Mitchell, in my opinion, I think we still can go 10 deep. RJ's the 2. Maybe Cam Reddish gets started the three. Hopefully Mitch Robinson, you got Julius Randle, and you got Jalen Brunson. So we got a squad on our own. So we can battle against any of these teams. And come out okay.
Pray. I pray for Mitchell Robinson. That motherfucker better be healthy this whole season, man. And I see these videos. He's shooting threes
against his cousins,
against Street Volume 2 players. I better see him next season in uniform, bro. Because he's a key piece. Him and Isaiah Hartenstein. Isaiah Hartenstein, I looked at the advanced numbers of this dude, bro. His advanced stats is ridiculous, bro. From the rim protection stats, the defensive metrics, the field goal percentage stats. I'm like, where do they find these stats at? Like, the Clippers was like plus 20 on the floor with him on the floor. So I got a lot of expectations for this team, man, coming into the season. But, individual players on this team, I got a lot of expectations for these dudes. I'm looking at the schedule also. In November, it's going to test these boys' mental fortitude. So that's what we paid Jalen Brunson for, the $100 million man. Because last season, I remember we went on a West Coast trip, and I think one of those trips is when I think RJ was sucking ass, and Randall was in the midst of imploding, and Emmanuel quickly was playing like Alfred Payton, and we had nobody to like steer the ship during that West Coast trip. You got a guy like Brunson now, so we got to hold Brunson. Now this is where I hold Brunson accountable at. We need some leadership. Yeah. I see a West Coast trip, group of young guys. I got to see leadership from that guy, man, especially when it comes to late games too. So,
you're talking about leadership from who?
From Jalen Brunson. I'm not looking at Jalen Brunson for his stats or anything like that. I'm looking for him to improve players around him, make people better.
Yeah.
I heard somebody say, Brunson better average 20 and 7 next season. I'm like, he don't need to average 20 and 7 to make me happy. All he need to do is win some damn games.
Yeah, I mean, 20 and 7 is a lot to ask for because he's never done anything close to that. His assists are like 5. 4 or 5 assists. He has never really got up to 7. And if he's getting up to 7, that means that Tom Thibodeau's running an offense that's point guard dominated. Yeah. And I doubt we do that because even playing in the Bronx, Julius Randle still is bringing the ball up. So I don't know.
Oh God, this guy. I pray to God he checks his ego at the door of the season, bro. Please, God. But anyways,
well, you have brought up Isaiah Hartenstein. He's one guy that hasn't made any appearances online, and his social media, even though that he is he is on social media. So I'll post to Instagram. This was his second to last post when he became a Knick, right? That's when he became a Knick. Here's his next post, and let me just put the volume up.
It's a lot better person. Intensity, you can really hear the punch and the kicks, and just want to be honest and intense. And I would, if you come out one play, definitely go do it.
Yeah, so there's nothing to see here. He has no videos out. He has no workout videos. He has nothing.
I like that. I like that. He got the whole mafia vibe to him. When I look at him, he looked like the guy from Training Day when Denzel drugged him in the car.
Oh my God! I didn't know you like to get wet. That's what you trying to say. Oh my God!
The big German. I like Isaiah Hartenstein, man. I can't wait to see him on the court. I ain't gonna lie. I already said like if I was the Knicks, me personally, if I had got Donovan Mitchell, I would start Isaiah Hartenstein over Mitchell Robinson. If I got Donovan Mitchell, just to open up the paint,
right?
Get these guys some open lanes and get these guys running on the floor. But that's a conversation for another day.
Well, we could do that because you could start like guards. You could just run a whole guard set and have Mitch and Hartenstein out there because Hartenstein could pass. Hartenstein could spread the floor a little bit too. Excuse me. Then Mitchell Robinson can cover a lot of ground. Excuse me, man. I'm just drinking all this soda. but he can cover a lot of ground, so we can make up for that. And he wants to be Carl Lewis, fucking Mitchell Robinson. That I tell you, man, that shit drives me crazy, man. People like to talk about these videos and stuff. They say, yeah, man, I want to be the fastest man fastest big in the NBA. Man, what kind of goals is that, man? That's like regular shit. Like if you would just I'm trying to say, working out, like being in shape is the bare minimum. It's the bare minimum, man. So I mean, if you want to be the fastest man alive, okay, cool. But let's work on something, because every time he posts a video, he's playing against guys that look like me and you. Like he just pulled up to like a high school gym and he's playing basketball with high schoolers. These guys don't even look like they're in shape. Nobody even close to his height or size. What are you doing?
I don't know, man. I'm starting to really believe that when I think Gilbert Arenas said it, but he said like a lot of these dudes really don't love the game. Like they just love the money that comes with it.
It was Gilbert and T-Mac.
I'm starting to really believe that. Like these dudes, like when T-Mac said, what the fuck do Rudy Gobert be doing during his off season to improve his game?
Yeah.
I felt them on that. Because what the fuck do he doing? And then when me and you see these videos, you know what soured me on the videos? Remember 4 years ago? I mean, me and you used to record. I used to bring up Frank Ntilikina.
Right.
And you used to be like, State, cut the bullshit. I used to be like, no, man, he got the handle. And then we go to the regular season, and I still see the same Frank Ntilikina. So I'm done with those videos during the summer. I'm good. I'm gonna see it on the court, man. I didn't see a couple of these dudes for a couple of years now. So
yeah, I'm trying to find a video, but it's like a 4-minute video. I can't really pinpoint. I think this is it right here. Let me see if I can play it in the background.
Oh, crowd, you good. All cheers. Let's have you the New York Knicks. And you ain't.
I mean, they're talking about a bunch of shit in that episode, man. Yeah, I guess you can break that down another time. But yeah, man, I just don't get it. Today's NBA is just not fun to watch, man. It's not fun to follow, because you just know guys are just not getting better. They just working out, and that's it, showing up for their paycheck. They're playing hard, but they don't really care about getting better. They don't care about really improving and becoming the next thing. They're just happy to be there. Happy for the people to follow them, happy for people to buy their jerseys and interact on that way. But I don't think they have the drive to be necessarily great at basketball.
Yeah.
Yeah, it makes you wonder, if they even care about these records and stuff. They don't care about being immortalized, because they're at the top of the food chain as far as basketball. So I don't think anybody cares about being in those record books. I think a lot of these guys, they feel like they don't even want to be in the NBA that long. They just here to get those massive checks.
Yep. It's tough, because even when you look at Knicks players in the past or Knicks players that's current, like a lot of these players, a lot of them didn't love the game. Like a lot of them came here for the money. So that's why a lot of older Knicks fans be getting mad at free agent vets like me, who see these veterans that come in and it seems like they're just playing for stats, and it seems like they're not playing for the team, a la Mook Morris. And, a lot of people love Mook Morris and guys like Bobby Portis, but I see guys like that, and I see them just playing for their next check. They're not playing for the team. They're not putting their all into it. So that's why I got at a lot of these dudes. And I never meant to make it sound like I was getting at Randall because he came over here for a check. Well, he got rightfully so paid when we first paid him that, I think it was $60 million. He earned that contract. The second one that we gave him, he earned that one as well.
Right.
Maybe his play last season was trash, but that wasn't because, he's not good. It's mental problems. I don't think he's playing here for a check. I think he actually wants to be here. It's a difference. You know what I'm saying? A lot of these dudes don't be wanting to be here, bro.
Yeah, Julius wants the responsibility. He wants to bring the ball up. He wants to take the big shots. He wants all of that, but he just doesn't know how to space it out and take it easy. He doesn't know how to take it easy. That's the problem with him. He wants to be great. But I mean, I said like a guy like Bobby Portis, but what is Bobby Portis? He's just a role player. But I mean, when they won the championship, he was a big part of that. I think the last game or whatever, he's playing extremely hard. In those playoffs, when they won. Even last year too. He gave up. I think he played pretty good for them.
Hell yeah.
Especially Mook Morris too. Mook Morris plays hard, hitting guys in the head with a basketball and all kind of stuff. Remember that? You know, I mean,
We was hype for that. I ain't even gonna
yeah, I
lie.
can't, bro. I was like, I made mad memes off that shit. Yeah.
We hype over that. I ain't even going front. That was a good one. Shouts to Mook Morris. He got me man quickly, man.
Yeah, but talent wise, those guys are just glorified role players. When he came to the Knicks and did all that scoring, he surprised everybody. I think he might have surprised himself. That 17 points a game that he was getting when he was here. You know what I'm saying? But other than that, he's always been a 12-point a game scorer. Fringe starter. Mostly super sub.
Yep.
Hard nosed guy. That's basically it with him.
Yep. Yeah. Man, shit. We need some role players, man. I think we got a bunch of them on our Knicks.
Yeah, RJ Barrett is the biggest one. I'm trying to fuck with you, man.
I know, like, I mean, if you want to say that, you could go ahead. I mean, I looked at his stat today. This is why I'm never going to get mad at stuff like that again. I looked at RJ Iguodala's career accolades, and I seen like 4-time All-Star, Finals MVP, all defensive player. I'm like, that's an all-star role player. So if you want to call RJ Barrett the bare minimum, that's cool. That's on you. Everybody, I don't see him as Superman.
Who's that?
I see him as Green Lantern. I don't see him as Batman either.
Who's that, RJ?
I don't see him as Batman. I don't see.
He's a good player though. Like if you want to compare him to Iguodala, that's a good comparison. Iguodala was way more athletic, but he couldn't really shoot. In his younger years, he got a little bit better as he got older. But even then, he still can't really shoot. But he's still a good player. He's gonna have his place in history. I think RJ Barrett might do the same. He might have his place in history, but it might not necessarily be like everybody expects him to be this superstar. I just don't like as people have been saying this on various different clips I've been looking at, that like if you're gonna be a superstar or just an all-star or something, you got to be really good at something, and like RJ Barrett's really not really good at anything. He's good at a lot of different things, but not very like when RJ comes out there, you're like you're not saying like, oh, I know what we're gonna get from RJ today. It's just like
what is question for you. What is Chris Middleton really good at?
Chris Middleton is consistent.
But what is he elite at?
He's a good one-on-one. He's really good one-on-one. You can give him the ball and he can get a bucket.
So
he can carry a team at times. He's a good second option. Right? He can hit the three consistently.
First option, quasi.
He plays good defense.
Play good defense. So.
And like I said, he could be that first option if Giannis is hurt.
Right. So he's not. The point I'm getting at is he's not overly dominant at anything, but
no, he's pretty good. He's pretty good at it.
Damn good at everything. That's what.
Yeah, like, but RJ is not close to his level. He could look like him at times, but he's just not. He's not consistent the way that like Middleton. You already know what he's gonna bring. He's gonna bring it every night. He's not gonna like have a total off game in an important situation. RJ could have a bad game at any time, and he can have a good game at any time. It's like off and on with him.
Let's keep the important situations. Let's keep that separate, because RJ Barrett important situations, that's regular season talk. We could throw that out. Chris Middleton important situations was in the playoffs. So,
yeah, but RJ has no important situation because he never made the playoffs.
Bang. Right.
If you want to count the bubble.
I ain't counting. Nah, the hell with the bubble. But my point is, it took Middleton like a couple of years to get to that point. I think it took him 4 straight playoff trips, bro, in order for me to like, oh, that's Chris Kobe Middleton. Because I used to call Chris Middleton whack. I'm gonna admit that.
I thought he was trash too. I can't front. I used to think he was trash too. Goofy motherfucker. Goofy looking guy. I didn't think he was that good.
But yo, he improved each year steadily, and his footwork. It's all about footwork. If RJ has the work ethic to get that footwork together, I think he could be an elite player. I think he could be a superstar. But superstar. He's the type of player, he can't be a superstar unless you get somebody on this goddamn roster who's way better than him.
Right.
This is the reason why I want Donovan Mitchell. You can't win championships with just one great player. You need a collection, man. You need a group. That's
Well,
why.
okay. We're speaking about I mean to cut you off or anything, but right, talking about She-Hulk. Did you see She-Hulk?
No, I'm actually going to watch it as soon as this podcast
Shit.
is done. As
All
soon
right,
as this
so-
podcast is done, I'm
All right,
watching.
so I won't show what I was gonna show, but I mean, to basically Hulk and She-Hulk, they're Hulks, but they're not the same because obviously from the comics, you're a comic book fan. She-Hulk never was savage. They called her savage, but she still had a personality always. Hulk, on the other hand, got two personalities in one. You know what I'm saying? So, in the first act, you'll see it. I don't want to spoil it for you, but they go through that dynamic and try to figure out what's going on with that. But the premise is that like you can't because they're similar, you can't say, oh, this is gonna happen to you. Oh, this guy, he took him years to do that, but somebody else might not take him those years. Or
Right.
somebody might take those years and still might not get it. So everybody's so different.
Nah, you're right. You're right. That's why it's going to take time, but we got to get the talent in here first, man. I still don't. I like what we got on our team.
Yeah.
But after looking at October, especially that November trip, I really want Donovan even more because, that 2-week West Coast trip in November, and that's like five straight away games.
Right.
Then we come back home. To play Portland, and then Minnesota. And none of these games is walkthroughs.
Well, Portland, Memphis, Detroit, and then the Milwaukee.
Jeez.
Yeah, nothing is easy. There's no easy game in the NBA now. Like the talent level has definitely gotten better all around the league. It really has to do with experience. But for the first game on ESPN on day one, the 19th against Memphis, that sets the table. Because as soon as we start this year, it's on. It's no time. Because you want to talk about RJ Barrett? RJ Barrett is notorious for starting slow in the season.
Bruh, I don't think that's gonna happen this year because we got Brunson.
Right.
I'm praying to God it does not happen this year because we have Brunson. Because I'm not gonna be blaming RJ, brother. I already told you. I told you who I'm getting at.
Yeah, it's all on Tom Thibodeau.
Because RJ shooting bad percentages. All right. What is he doing on the court? Is he getting to good spots? Is the offense looking good? I'm looking at Tibbs before I look at any player on this team. But if I gotta watch the game 2 times, Eru, before I go to sleep, till my eyes bleed, so I can make sure I blame Tibbs before I blame the players, because I'm not doing that next season, bro.
Yeah. Well, check what Pudge is saying. The whole team will start slow. That you got to take that into effect too, because I know that it's only Brunson is new, and Brunson, they got a rapport with the players in the garden and Tom Thibodeau and things of that nature. But they're gonna have a period where they have to gel. It's something because it's a new piece, so they're definitely gonna have to figure that out in the beginning too. So I mean, right, that starting the season off this way with that away. Matter of fact, that away that away trip, it might actually be a good thing because being away from the Garden might give them a chance to bond better, rather than us booing them, because we're gonna boo the fuck out of them if they come out losing and not playing strong. We're gonna boo the hell out of them.
But you know why I can't let you rock with that. I disagree with that only because you signed Brunson to $100+ million. He has to be a leader. So I'm expecting these boys to already be having team meetings, trips. They're already playing together in pro-am and stuff like that. They travel together in these things. So I'm not expecting for us to come out slow this season. And then when I hear come out slow, what the hell is Thibodeau doing after 2 years? He still don't know how to run an offense? We still figuring out stuff. Eru. I told.
Yeah, man. But I mean, Tom Thibodeau was in the club with Julius and his wife and Fat Joe and shit like that. So even with Fizdale, guys were going to the movies together and all that stuff. So I mean, doing that, even when Melo was here, Melo was buying guys watches and treating them to dinner and all kind of stuff. What does that got to do with basketball? These guys, the professionally, Like you have to be able to do that in order to succeed. There's a lot of teams that don't hang out with each other, but you still got to show up to work. You know, Chicago Bulls comes to mind with the whole the Last Dance. They didn't nobody liked each other on the team, but you have to show up to work. And get busy.
But that Bulls team was a bunch of cranky old men, bro.
Yeah.
Wife problems. They got kids, bro.
It happens, man. But you still got to show up to work. You should, like at my job, man. That I have a semi-dangerous job. It's very easy, but then there could be situations where, like literally, somebody could die at work. By people's negligence and not paying attention. That type of thing. So, like, if you got a problem with your wife and whatever, like, you better let somebody know. So you better let somebody know that you're having a bad day, because if we out there and I get caught in a situation where I need you to be alert, and you're not alert because you're thinking about your wife getting clapped from behind, you know what I'm saying, getting the cheeks clapped, and you're worrying about that when shit is going down, I can't have you out there with me. You know what I'm saying? So same thing like that. Like if you're playing basketball, because it's just basketball, it's just basketball. So if something's going on with you, or if things are not working, guys got to communicate, man. Come on, this is like, how many more, like, I get upset about seeing racists on social media and things of that nature. Because, like, how many movies did you see? How many movies did you see to see how nasty racism is? And you're just going to continue to be racist? It's just bugged out. Everything, drugs and crime and stuff like that. Why would you get involved in crime if you know that it's possible that you can get your head blown off? It's not just a movie; it's real life. But people still do that shit every day. It's crazy, man. I'm always going on those tangents and shit. But
what's this? November. So we got November here, the end of November, Detroit and Milwaukee. And then now we got December.
Yeah.
And oh my goodness. Jesus Lord. They did us no favors, bro. There's literally no easy game. Like, I don't see an easy stretch nowhere. Dallas, Cleveland, Atlanta, Charlotte, Sacramento, Chicago twice. Indiana is probably your easiest game out of those 4 weeks. Then you got Golden State, Toronto, Chicago, Philly, Dallas, San Antonio, Houston. So you got 3 easy games in the month of December.
Yeah, so I mean, you're worried about January. January might be the end of the season. By Christmas, where's Christmas at? That special Christmas game. Everybody's so happy to be playing Philly at 12 o'clock on ESPN on fucking Christmas. God. By Christmas, the season could be over. With this schedule.
If I gotta talk to you about tanking this year, I'm going to lose my fucking mind, bro. I'm gonna lose my mind, bro. Honestly, if this season looks awash early, you have to fire Tibbs ASAP. You gotta fire him ASAP. I don't even want to do him like how you did David Fizdale. That's all I'm gonna say. Be fair, because he can't go 3-17 again, bro. And it's people that saying, oh, Tibbs went 3-17 because we didn't have enough talent. All right, so you agree with Tibbs that you'll start Alec Burks for 60 games. Cool. So you agree with that logic. This season, that logic don't apply. So I hope to God that the Tibbs truth is, I hope y'all got your excuses ready. Because if this man is losing games, it's no more excuses for him. And then after Tibbs get fired, then we could look at Leon Rose. Because now it's going on 4 years.
Right.
I'm already at year 3, Eru, and you can tell me if I'm wrong, right? I'm at year 3. I watched my basketball president spend $300+ million and has yet to fill the superstar for the New York Knicks.
Right.
Why should I give this man any kudos? I can only do it till you get Donovan Mitchell in the building.
Yeah, but if we get Donovan Mitchell, now you're really talking about going through some growing pains. Because Julius Randle's going to be looking to get the ball back every single time.
Whoa.
You already got to deal with that because you got a new point guard. So the point guard's got to get him to calm down. But if you got Donovan Mitchell, with Tom Thibodeau's going to start calling Donovan Mitchell's name rather than Julius might, it's going to take an adjustment period, still, with that extra player. So we still, either way, we still in the same kind of boat, really.
It's really sad that we have to sit here and make excuses for a man that is 27 years old about fit on a basketball team when all we care about is winning. If he cared about winning, Eru, we'll see. We'll see.
Yeah, it's tough though, man. But just being real, because I mean, you can't like it's possible because I mean, look at Phoenix with CP3, but it's CP3 though. See, I don't want to compare CP3 to Brunson, but CP3 came over there and then all of a sudden they're in the finals. You know what I'm saying? Brunson could come in here and have the same effect that we can that could catapult us also. We can catch early chemistry and then let that carry us all the way into the playoffs. That's possible. Anything is possible really.
But their coach is not a old dumbass. That's
Right.
the difference, right? So their coach is not going to play a stupid vet over Cam Johnson just because that guy's a vet.
Right.
It's simple stuff like that, bro.
Well, check this. This guy D'Antoni, same thing. The year before they got Nash, that they had Marbury, a couple injuries and stuff. But then once Nash came in the next year, they transformed into the 7 seconds or less Phoenix Suns, going crazy over there. So they 50 something game, whatever they was winning over there. They was big time winning. But D'Antoni is of the same cloth that Tom Thibodeau is, just an old freaking old man that's not gonna change his system or change his philosophy just for the simple fact that he just thinks that his way is the best way, and he won't make no adjustments whatsoever.
D'Antoni offensive mind is like a billion times better than Tibbs, but I like that comparison you just said because you brought up two instances for the Phoenix Suns, just for example, within the past 20 years, where they already had talent in place. They had some pieces already in place. And all they had to do was slide the point guard in there. And then the point guard elevated the whole team and they got the greater heights. I mean, Brunson could do it. I mean, was Brunson Steve Nash? Is Brunson Dallas Mavericks Steve Nash? No. But can Brunson elevate a team? Yes. So did he elevate the Mavericks last season while Luka Doncic was out? Yeah. He played, yeah. So why he can't do that for us? Because the fucking coach wants to start him next to another guy who can't defend and then want him to play the corner boy for Julius Randle. I'm scared of the coach. That's my thing. I'm just scared of the coach, man.
Well, before I make my before I answer to you here, I just want to shout out Canal. Canal is a moderator for Die Hard Knicks. He's the first moderator. So
what's up, buddy?
Yeah, I'm trying to give guys opportunities to be more involved in the pod and stuff. So Canal is always here hanging out. So I put the question for the last two pods if anybody wants to jump on. I didn't realize that I could just click a button right here and make people mods right now, but I didn't really realize that. But I mean, he's the first mod. So I mean, basically watch your mouth in the freaking chat. You know what I'm saying? Keep the the N bombs to yourself and all the other stuff. My man Canal will take care of you. You know what I'm saying?
Oh man.
Yeah, we'll work some other stuff out too, man. To see just to make it more fun to hang out with us and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
But like he was talking about the Dallas stuff with Nash. Nash came from Dallas too, and then he went from them and went to another team. So it's the same thing like Brunson. Brunson was with Dallas also. And then he's going to the Knicks the same way that Nash is going to Phoenix, so it's possible for him to have success with one team and then all of a sudden snap in the next team, got his confidence. Excuse me. I'm drinking a lot of soda, man. So, I mean, him going to the next team, it's possible for him to be in a perfect situation and things just really like take off. Everything is possible with that.
And yo, man, it's countless arguments that you can make past 30 years where a point guard switched the team and then elevated that team. Baron Davis, the We Believe team, came from New Orleans. Drew Holiday. New Orleans just got a factory of point guards. They just handing out like cookies, huh? So they just
throughout the years, Golden State's always had so much talented players. They just don't know what to do with.
Jesus. Drew Holiday, the Milwaukee Bucks, win the championship. Kyle Lowry, he go to bounces around a couple of years. He go from Houston, he goes to Toronto. He wins a championship. Took a couple years, but he wins a championship. Jason Kidd.
Yeah, he bounced
He
around.
bounced around, won a championship. Chauncey Billups bounced around, won a championship. So it's like it's various moments in time in NBA history where the point guard just finds the right situation and he just flourishes and he elevates the whole team.
Right. It's very rare for point guards to stay with their same team anyway. Like if you think of any like major point guard, you could think of like just New York City point guards in general. Ross Strickland. Ross Strickland played for mad teams. He played for a bunch of teams in his career. Freaking Kenny Anderson did that. Or Kenny Smith. Marbury played for a bunch of teams. So the point guards never stay the same. Point guards are like coaches. They're always going to find a different spot for a point guard to play just because of fit. They got to, like you said, they have to find their fit.
So find fit, right coach, right system, the right collection of guys. I think we got the perfect collection of guys because I like all of their mindsets. They're all cool. I'm younger than you, so I love their goofy ballness. That's why I love Mitch Robinson. He's a goofball just like I am. RJ Barrett he's serious, mechanical. I love Emmanuel Quickly too. He's such a goofball, but Emmanuel Quickly's a real gym rat. Real gym rat. Quentin Grimes, I seen a new picture of him. The man arms look swole as hell. So shout outs to Quentin Grimes. If he's not in Utah, I'm welcome. I hope he could come back even better next season. I like the group of guys we got. I just think we just need. Well, we got the point guard, but I think we need to insert a superstar in this situation, a la like Donovan Mitchell, and then I think it'll catapult us to new heights.
Yeah. Yeah. Do you think the curls get the girls?
It depends.
I just messing around with you, man. I mean, I saw that video too with him, curling, but he's in shape. He has no body fat, so no matter what he does, something's gonna bulge on him. Pause. You know what I'm saying? So I'm not in shape, man. So if I keep leaning forward, leaning back, you're gonna see my nipples. You know what I'm saying? If I stand up, you're gonna see my gut. So it is what it is. I ain't working out. So that's what you're gonna see.
So yeah, well, I hope Cam Reddish is working out. I'm loving the videos. I hope he's working out that diet. I hope he's eating right. I'm sick of you fucking getting hurt. It reminded. Remember Frank Ntilikina? When
Candyman.
I had to bring this up. Every time he had a game, a good game, where he had 18 points, 7 assists or something, groin injury the next day. The French big booty women always got to this man when he was a Knick. Every time. I remember he had 20 and 10 groin injury, NBA stock. Oh my God. So Reddish, I hope he's in the gym. I hope he's working his ass off. And I hope you take no prisoners in training camp, man. These dudes, you got to treat this like a business trip. Word. You can't have none of those dudes as your friends on the court. That they need to be enemies. We overhype our own damn team. You hear what I be saying about RJ? Come on now.
Hey, we overhype everybody. Capping for Mitch, capping for some people, capping for Julius. We cap for all of our guys.
Yeah, come on. I'm just like Ralph. Ralph caps for Randall. By God, Lord, it doesn't even matter what you could say to Ralph. He got a rebuttal for it.
Yeah,
and I respect it. We all gotta overrate our guys. Shit, the media don't respect us. And I like what you sent me earlier about the
Wojnarowski
thing and how they play a role in the getting leaked stories and stuff like that. It don't make sense now because Shams is CAA. Who would leak CAA? The Knicks and Utah is talking. The Knicks. Why would they leak that?
Well, Shams is CAA too.
Yes.
Well, I don't like Shams because Shams he puts out bullshit information. Wolves don't put out no information unless it's really happening.
Yeah, that's why I've been paying attention to Wolves tweets about Donovan more than Shams Because
Has he been talking about Donovan though?
Yes, he spoke about him today. I seen I seen the recent report that Utah asked for RJ Barrett and 5 first-round picks.
That shit is garbage. You know, is it? But how many times are we gonna hear the same shit over and over? Hey, guess what? They asked for RJ and 6 first round picks. We've been hearing that for like 2 months now.
Of course, we know they asked for RJ. A blind man. Even if I kick my emotions out of it. You're damn right. If I'm Utah, I'm asking for RJ. Is that a trick question?
Yeah, I'm telling you.
But at the same time, you can't give up everything if I'm the Knicks. But at the same time, like, it's a double-edged sword with this whole Donovan thing. You cannot go into this season without Donovan. That is an absolute no-no for me.
Right.
Because we're trying to compete. The whole East gotten better. Right? And then Donovan wants to be here. And then Donovan hasn't even said. It's so crazy. Donovan is CAA too. So if they're leaking stuff to Shams, obviously they already know he wants out. And then if you're Danny Ainge, are you really going to bring that Donovan garbage to your training camp with your 30? I think their head coach is like 34, bro. He's 2 years older than me, bro.
Yeah.
Bro, ask me if I could coach a team full of 15 grown men without my vein busting out my head because somebody don't know how to set a goddamn drag screen. They gotta trade Donovan. It's going to happen. You just cannot give up too much. But then, Evu, can I ask you a question? What is too much? I want to know, what are these assets that the Knicks are holding on?
There's too much. Well, I mean, for off the bat, it's just like if because I mean, everyone keeps saying it too. Danny Ainge don't want to lose trades, man. Fuck Danny Ainge. God damn, man. But I mean, like RJ Barrett and the 6 first-round draft picks, man, get out of here. RJ Barrett and 4 first-round draft picks is too much too. Like RJ Barrett and 2 draft picks. That's where I leave. That's where I leave it there because you're already getting RJ Barrett, and now you want 2 draft picks on top of that. Okay, you can get that. You're not getting 4. I understand what Donovan Mitchell is, but it's not going to be RJ for Donovan Mitchell and 4 draft picks. It's going to be RJ plus players. So we're going to have to send somebody. We're going to have to send somebody else with him to go out there. So we're going to send RJ, a couple other people to fill up the money and draft picks. Man, get your ass up out of here. You know, it's just not happening. Like if I'm running the organization, that is not happening because you're talking about unprecedented shit. Nobody has ever given up 6 draft picks ever in no fucking trade like that. No. You know, I would have to really look for it. You know, Melo trade was crazy. We had a couple draft picks on it, but 6? I don't recall them being 6 first-round draft picks in that trade.
Due to the Melo trade overall, because I count us trading Tracy McGrady. That whole deal where we gave up a first to get Tracy McGrady or whatever, to trade Tracy McGrady to get that cap space in 2010. That was for either LeBron or Carmelo Anthony. So I count that first round pick included into the Carmelo deal. And I also count the 2 picks that we traded when we got Andreas Bargnani. So I counted 4 first round picks from the Melo trade, like all in all, because of that.
I mean, that wasn't necessarily part of the Melo trade. Because I mean, there's other trades that we've done too, you know, so we can't add those trades to that. It has to be, you know, you got to count one trade for the next. In this particular trade where they're interacting with each other, Knicks and Utah and whatever else is going on, you know, I can't give them 4 draft picks. I just can't do that.
No,
that's what they're asking for. They're asking I want 4 draft. I want, you know, the room everybody's talking about. They want 6 draft picks. That's crazy, man. In one deal. I'm not talking about separate deals added on. This is one deal. That's not. I never heard of that before.
Yeah, that's crazy. And what's crazy, I know Danny Ainge asked for RJ Barrett and 4 unprotected picks. You could go fuck yourself.
No, man.
Now, I'm not trading RJ for Donovan Mitchell, but in a deal where you talking RJ and 2 first, 2 unprotected picks, okay, we could get something here. But Danny Ainge always wants to do the most. So then you go down to the next step, right? Okay, we can't meet at the table for RJ. Let's go to the next step. Here's Danny Ainge. I want Quentin Grimes, Obi Toppin, Emmanuel Quickly, Deuce McBride, and I want 5 first-round picks. That's too much, bro.
It's way too much.
That's too much. That is OD. Now, I see a world where in a 3-team trade, the Knicks send somebody to LA, they get LA's 2027 pick and send that over to Utah, and then we can send Utah, our 4 lottery protected picks that we got from other teams, and probably send them 1 unprotected draft picks from the Knicks. Now that's 6 picks. I just dug up 6 picks out of nowhere. Now,
Okay.
But out of those 6, only 1 is ours. So we still got all our first round picks. But Danny Ainge, he's the type, I want 5 unprotected picks. Bro, we're not doing all of that, bro.
Yeah, he's doing too much. He's doing too much. We're not doing that.
Listen, if we was trading for, let me see. If we was trading for Len Bias, motherfucker, okay, let's do it. Let's do it, right? Like if we was trading for Tatum, one of those boys, like Luka, okay, I'll give you 6. I'll give you 6. Because 6'9" wing, I'll give you 6, But that's
Luka, we're not trading for Luka. Luka,
not even Kawhi got that deal. It just came to my mind.
Yo, see, what's the name? Paul George was traded, right, to a team, right? OKC to the Clippers, right? Was he traded or did he sign over there?
He was traded, but the Paul George deal was basically like them trading for Paul George and Kawhi, because Kawhi was only going to sign the Clippers if they signed Paul George. So the Clippers basically gave up. I think they gave up like 4 first-round picks in that deal. But that's for Kawhi and Paul George. You got to do that deal every time.
Right. But still, did they give up 6 picks? Did one team give away 6 picks in that deal?
No, they gave up 4.
For 2 players, right? 2 players had to be moved. 2 like possible Hall of Fame players are being moved over, and only 4 draft picks got traded.
In SGA, 4 first-round picks, and I think 2 pick swaps.
That pick swaps I don't care about. That shit is like you now you're just fucking with me now. It's like pick swap, because I still got a draft pick. So pick swaps. All right, well fuck it. You want a pick swap? Take a pick swap.
Yo, Danny Ainge, man. Danny Ainge is he playing hardball with the right motherfucker. I say that. I give kudos to Leon at that.
You want to hear a joke though? Like people will say that Danny Ainge played with plumbers, right? He played with firemen and plumbers and shit. But look at the fireman and plumber playing hardball with us here in the trade game. You know what I'm saying? While he was doing fireman and plumbing, maybe he was getting his bachelor's degree in law. You know what I'm saying? In basketball, sports, management. Crazy.
Fucking God. I seen all, and it's never like the thing is crazy. We could get back to it. Put on January. The thing is crazy about this whole Donovan stuff. Eru is like, it's never a fair trade, bro. It's always too much. Right. Like it's always too much. And I think it's the date that me and you got to look for too. And I think it's August 30th.
Right.
And on that date, I believe that what's up, Brody? And I think on that date is when Patrick Beverley and damn, I forgot the guy's name. Monte Morris could be traded. So those are 2 names we also got to look out for, because we all know Patrick Beverley and Monte Morris ain't staying over there. So those names to look out, just to look out for. Maybe Danny Ainge is waiting on that date to try to get the money right. But if he want to keep on holding on to Donovan Mitchell, that's on him. What if Donovan gets hurt?
Yeah, like I heard somebody say something about if the reason why they're holding off because they're gonna try to trade him at the trade deadline because the All-Star game is gonna be in Utah and they want Donovan Mitchell to be there for the All-Star game. It's like, come on, man. Like, well, let's say that Donovan Mitchell don't even make the All-Star team because the team is trash. Then what's the point of that? Even that take? What's the point of even saying something like that?
Very pointless. And man, and Give the black head coach get a guy a chance, man. Don't Paul Silas my man, bro. Don't do that shit James Harden pulled on Paul Silas on the Houston Rock. I don't want Donovan doesn't seem like he's that type of person.
Yeah.
Because Donovan is from New York. I don't know where James Harden is from, but Donovan got that New York swag. I don't think he'll sucker out like that.
Yeah.
But still, I don't want that cloud hanging over that young coach's head, man. I want that guy to give him a clean slate, man. He gonna start him. He gonna have Quentin Grimes. He gonna be great for them. You know, maybe quickly could average 18 and 7. You know, we gonna give you a bunch of draft picks, brother, and y'all gonna be good. Utah gonna be straight. They gonna be straight, man.
There's another thing too, like you made the point that the next year's draft picks are going to be valuable. You know, so that even adds more fish to the fire. Listen, I'm not giving you more draft picks. If you want, these value picks coming up, then you want, 4 more on top of that. Come on, man. What you talking about? What you talking about here? It's too much.
I don't care about the draft picks. I'm shout outs to brother BKL. I appreciate you. I don't care about the draft picks, bro. Yeah. I told y'all 2 weeks ago on Twitter, look, go get Donovan Mitchell, man. Harden's from Cali. No wonder he act like that. No wonder Harden acts like that and Donovan Mitchell acts the way he does.
You can see it. You can see the difference. One is a New Yorker and the other one is from Cali. You can see the goofiness. Like dudes from Cali. Shout out to anybody here that's from Cali. If you ever been to Cali, or if you got family in Cali, you know that Cali men are goofy. That's why Cali women love New Yorkers, New York dudes.
Oh man,
that's a proven fact.
Harden, man. Shout outs to Harden, man. Shout outs to Donovan Mitchell. Donovan Mitchell just love him some New York. He want to just be in the Rucker Park. He just want to chop it up with Fat Joe. You got Fat Joe saying, "Yeah, man, the Knicks is here. You know they want Donovan." It's inevitable. Just get the shit done already, so I can start my propaganda.
I'm tired of Fat Joe, man. Fat Joe is crazy, man.
Ain't he the one who called Randall King of New York?
Fat Joe says a lot of wild shit. Fat Joe is like old school Puerto Rican. If you know what I'm talking about, dad's an old school Puerto Rican. These guys, they just like, they just be capping. They say stuff or they just act like a certain way. That's Fat Joe all the way. You might be uncles.
I knew Fat Joe was crazy when he was on Math Hoffa Pod. I forgot what it's called, Game of Worth, something like that. And he told Math, he's like, "Yo, I went to war with dudes who kill babies." I'm like,
he don't just say it like that. He say it like this, like, "War with niggas who kill babies." I'm like, really? Like, come on, Fat Joe.
Come on, bro.
At the time when you was doing that, it would be considered snitching or dry snitching for that. But now when you old, now you can tell all your stories because statute of limitations or whatever.
Oh man,
that annoys me. Crack is crazy. So, yeah, man. This guy
so
is crazy.
I think we got into January and February. I think at the beginning.
Yeah.
I think we could go straight to March. March now. If the Knicks do what I want them to do, and instead of doing the opposite of what State said, like they did last season after the Almighty Fourth, and we're actually winning these games, now March gets interesting because March is probably the easiest month out of all the months we have. Next season, and the Knicks, I think that we're going to be probably about 15 games above 500.
But why is March easy though? That's why I'm like confused by that, man. Why is March easy? We played Miami a couple times that year. We played them away, and we played them away twice. Miami, and we played Portland away. We played the Lakers away, Boston away.
But we should know that. So March, I'm not worried about Brooklyn. They should be dead in the water. March is about playoff seeding, right?
Right.
I feel like our team is going to be great by then. I'm hoping and praying Thibodeau's coaching a good season. I'm just all in good faith. And this looks like the easiest month. So LA, the Lakers, you probably get LeBron. He's probably going to low manage. The toughest team on that probably Minnesota, because Minnesota will be fighting for a playoff seed.
We played 9 away games in March, 6 home games.
But it's all spread it out. I don't know. March. Look, go to April. Wait, hold on. Go to April. Maybe I'm bugging. Go to April.
I'm just messing with
March
you, man.
like
Because I mean, April's a wash. It's only a 4
April's
game.
a wash.
Okay, if you want to talk about easiest month, there it goes. Washington, Indiana, Pelicans, and Indiana. That's the easiest month.
Yo, the NBA, they really said Jalen is gonna make his $100 million. He's gonna earn that ball.
But not for nothing. Every team plays the same teams.
Yeah, but it's not like
excuse me.
It's not like 2017. You know what I'm saying? Where it was like you could see a team, and you're like, yeah, they're not talented. Every goddamn team in the NBA is talented now. Like literally, it's a player on every single team right now that I would love to have on the Knicks. Well, probably not Washington, Indiana, and Miami. No, I'm lying. I'll take Jimmy Butler. But yeah, probably Washington.
I take Kristaps, man. I take Kristaps and what's the dude? What's the kid that was in the Lakers? The light skinned cat.
Who, Kuzma?
Yeah, I'll take Kuzma too.
I like Kuzma. I like Kuzma. He's just a goofy. I like Kuzma.
He's weird. His head is too small for his body.
Yeah. Kuzma goofy. Kuzma.
He look like a dyke butch.
Kuzma CAA too.
I'm sorry.
Just for the people who didn't know, Kuzma is definitely CAA. So
yeah.
Be on the lookout if you see the Knicks is linked to Kuzma next offseason. Porzingis, I take Zingis Pingus back, man. I still got love for Zingis Pingus. I ain't really mad at him.
Yeah, basketball wise, I would take Porzingis. I would take him. It's not going to be for the money that he's making now, though. It would have to be for a discount. But I would take him back on the squad.
I got a question for you. Who a better leader, Porzingis, Randall, or Charles Smith?
Yeah. What did you say? You said Charles Smith, Julius Randle,
and Porzingis.
Charles Smith. Charles Smith? I don't know. Charles Smith got a bunch of good kids. They all like Christians and stuff like that. So he did a good job with his kids.
Oh God, he said he got a bunch of good kids.
Yeah, I don't know.
Goddamn Charles Smith. March don't look difficult though. March, all our months look tough, but March looks like the easiest month in my opinion for me.
Yeah.
Them other months is, oh my Jesus Christ. Especially the January. That's our season right there, man.
Right.
So
you want to do like everybody else and go. I'm not going through every game. I guess we can like look at each month and like do like a speed thing quick, to see if we can come up with a record. You want to do that?
Oh God.
Because I mean, I was watching Sims and the motherfuckers going to every game. I'm like, shit. Like how long did they plan on doing the show? So I mean, so what do you think about each month? All right, real quick. October. So we got 2 home games and 3. There's gonna be 3 home games and 3 away games.
I got 4 and 2.
Let me get my paper here. So you got 4 and 2.
Yeah.
Keep track of your own joints. Let me see. I got 3 and 3. All right, so we'll go to the next month. And we're talking about November here.
Oh, Jesus.
Let me see. You do it real quick. Come up with your records too in the chat, man. So I'm just running through this, man.
Damn. 10 and 6.
I'll give you that.
No, I go 11 and 5. I think we're going to go on a losing streak. Utah, Denver, and Golden State, and then I think we'll go back to winning. So I give them 11 and 5.
I give you 10 and 6. I got a feeling that we're gonna do well this month.
All right, so 10 and 6.
All right, so you said it. You keep your own thing though.
No, I am. I'm writing it in my phone.
All right.
December.
A lot of blue there. We got, I guess it's even there. Blue, and orange. Did they make a mistake? Because I feel like we play way more away games than home games in this whole schedule. It's supposed to be even, right?
Yeah, but the away games look closer together. The home games look spaced out more. I think hold on, 3, 6, 10, 15. I got 11-4.
11-4. I'm still doing I'm doing 10-5. So I mean, we think the Knicks are gonna do well if we're talking about 10-5 and 11 and all this other stuff we're talking about. All right, here goes the murder month that you were talking about. January. This thing is not really sweet. There you go.
Fuck. I got 7 and 8.
I got 9. So what is that? 9 and 6. Is that it? Is that right?
Yep.
All right. I'll say 9 and 6. All right. So February. Yeah.
Oof. 2, 4, 6, 8, 11.
So I got 6-5.
6 and 5.
So I think we capping. You think we capping?
I got 4 and 7.
4 and 7. Yeah, I got 6-5. All right, so this is March. Murder March.
6, that's 8, 9, 14, 17.
1, 2.
17.
So
I got 13-4.
You got 13-4. Wow. I got whatever 17 was that 17 and 10. I got 17 and 10. Just kind of this is bullshit. We just kind of like flying through it, and then the last month we only got 4 games.
I had 2 and 2.
2 and 2.
Yeah.
I'm gonna say 3 and 1. All right, man. So I mean, you got your numbers. Let's see how fast you can add. I'm not a good adder.
Who you? That's what smartphones is for.
You know what I'm saying? I'm about to put that joint up right now.
Oh man.
All right, so bear with us, young ladies and gentlemen. Get these numbers here together.
20, 27, 27, 31, 33.
So let me make sure I got this right now. All right, so let's do it. So I say 48. We're gonna get 48 wins this year.
48. Wait, my bad.
So is that 48 and 34?
Oh, I got 48 too. I got 48 and 33. 48 wins this year.
48 and what?
Well, my math must be horrifically wrong. So I got 48. I got 48 wins, basically.
Yeah, 48. So it's got to be 48 and 32. It's gonna be 34. 48 and 34. My bad.
Yeah, 34. Yep.
Yeah, because that equals 82 games. So regardless of who we think is gonna win or lose, we still came up with the same number. So 48 and
32. I mean,
what's 48, man? 80 was 82 minus 40, fucking 48. 82 minus 48 equals 34. You crazies? 34. 48 and 34. That's what we say.
So that's a win increase, man.
Big time.
That's a win increase, man. That's an 11 win total. So that means me and you is expecting for this team to be way better next season.
Yeah, I'm with it.
I want my 54 wins though. That's what I really want 54 wins.
Yeah, I mean, if we get Donovan Mitchell, that we might be able to get something like that.
Tibbs, man. There's only 2 people that could fuck this season up, man. And I don't think Randall could be any worse than what he was last season. So I don't think he could fuck it up at all. It's only 2 people now. It's Evan Fournier and Tom Thibodeau.
Basically, yeah.
Like, and Evan Fournier is not whack. He's not trash. He's a shooter. But I don't want my coach to put him in a position where he does not need to be in, to the point where I am trashing this man on every single part. I don't want to do that no more. It's very annoying that I got to get on players because my coach puts them in those positions.
Did you see the video that I tagged you in?
Hold on, let me see right now.
With Fournier passing?
Oh my fucking! Yeah, I seen that, man. Man, this guy trolling. Oh God, man! Shout out to Evan Fournier, man. The only reason why Knicks fans is getting that Evan Fournier because we got Quentin Grimes and Cam Reddish on the roster, and obviously Knicks fans want to see them play. If it was only Quentin Grimes on the roster, no Knicks fan would bat an eye at Evan Fournier. To be honest with you,
yeah.
Randall looks out of shape. Randall looked in shape the last time I seen him. He was just people gotta understand, like, NBA shape ain't the same as us being in shape. like y'all gotta understand that. Like, if he's huffing and puffing doing an open court run, it's fine. Like, let him get his conditioning together. But this is why I'm loving Jalen Brunson right now, bro. Because he's always hooping. Like, he's always hooping. Like, he's gonna come out the gate like this. He's gonna come.
Do you like Jalen Brunson's game?
I do.
You do?
I do. Like, he don't do nothing wrong. You know what I'm saying? He don't turn the ball over.
Yeah.
He could get past anybody. You know, his hand will
get past anybody. Is that true? Is that a true statement?
He get past a lot. He get past anybody, bro.
I don't know about getting past guys. I don't know about he doesn't blow past guys, but he can get to the basket. Yes.
Yo, he wasn't blowing past Mikal Bridges. He was cooking them boys. Yo,
even in the Nike Pro Am tournament, he wasn't blowing past nobody.
Oh, come on, man. But he was still getting by him, though. You can't
stay that move where he when he plays offense, he has to be on you. You know, he has to be like within inches of you, and then he makes a move, and then fakes, does something like that, and then if he puts up a jump shot, the guy's hand usually up in his face, but he still makes it. You know, so I mean, Brunson does not create space between him and the defender. So, he just doesn't do that.
No, I disagree with that. I'm gonna give you an example.
He's a good player, though. I'm just saying, but he doesn't have that. He doesn't get space like most point guards do.
I'm trying to think of a point guard who can get to their spots, but they did not. Chauncey Billups. He didn't have but Brunson handle was better than Chauncey Billups. I gotta use a better example.
I give you that. Brunson's handle is elite, yes. But I mean, it's more like he's just standing in front of you, you know, and you playing defense, you kind of just standing there because he's not going to make you shift. You know, you're just standing there, you know, and he's making plays, you know, he's not really making you move.
Brunson got I can't explain it. Like, Allen Iverson got get past you handle. Kyrie got get past you handle.
Right.
Chris Paul got get past you handle. I'm trying to think of a point guard who I watched. Jamal Tinsley.
Okay, Jamal Tinsley is a great example. That's a great example. Because Jamal Tinsley did do it, you know, but he was a post-up guy. He would let you get up on him so you could do that in between the leg shit that he used to do. You know what I'm saying? So Jamal Tinsley is a great example. That's a good one.
Yeah. Andre Miller. Shout outs to Young Simba.
Yeah, Andre Miller too. That's another one.
Andre Miller's a good one. Damn.
Yeah, Young Simba, yeah. What's good, Young Simba? I've seen you in a while.
Not a lot. It's a lot of guards. There's a lot of guards who got handled like that. But I like Brunson though. He just does no wrong. He's just a good basketball player. That's
I give you this. Like I said, I stood in front of Jamal Tinsley while he destroyed me. And I feel like he was standing right there, and I could not do nothing with him. He was standing right in front of me wearing Timberlands, freaking freaking army pants and a black hoodie, and I could not get the ball from him. And he's standing right in front of me.
Man's had the NBA Street Volume outfit on. It was killing.
I'm talking about like 95. This is like 1995. It was a long time ago, 95, 96, around that time. Yeah, man, me and him the same age.
Shouts to Jamal Tinsley, man. He was on one of my favorite teams growing up on the Indiana Pacers, the 09 Pacers, though.
He looks great too, man. Not for nothing. I've been looking at his social media. He looks slim, but he looks in better shape now than he did when he was a player.
Catino Mobley. So another old head I've been seeing lately. Like, yo, man, he can still play. Cooking up Christian Wood. I see why Brunson left. He said, "Nah, man, I could deal with Randall. I ain't dealing with Wood." Oh man, but overall, I think we're both expecting a good season.
Yeah.
Last summer we was both optimistic as well. I think I jumped off the ship early. I think it was early in the season, we was like 7-9. I said, yo, Ebro, I'm out. He was like, nah, still. I'm like, I'm out. So I hope I could be like you and have hope for this whole season, because these boys could win now, man. They can win now. RJ, better come with your A game. Randall, all of those boys, man. But Thibodeau is first things first for me, man.
Yeah.
I think I'm gonna try to go to the first preseason game. But if I don't, I'm just praying to God I don't see the same offense from last season, bro. That's all.
We'll know right away. After that first game, we'll know exactly what the hell's going on. The first game.
Because if I see Randall bringing up the ball with Donovan and Jalen Brunson in the game, I'm blaming Thibodeau, bro. I'm blaming him, bro.
I'm telling you. As soon as we get a rebound and Julius Randle brings out the ball, it's gonna be hell to pay, right?
Because I'm not getting that Randall, because that's his natural instinct. You know what I'm saying? Like, I feel like he's used to doing that.
Right.
That's something that he does. That's his thing. But you as a coach need to know when to scale it back. Of course, I want him to get the rebound and go sometimes. You're damn right I do. 6'9", 250.
I want 1 through 5 to do that. Get the rebound and advance the ball. That's what I want to see.
I don't know about Mitchell Robinson, but the mother 4 boys.
But Mitchell Robinson's out there practicing that with guys that are not at his skill level. You know what I'm saying? So if he thinks he can dribble and shoot threes, then bring the ball up, man.
Now that you put it that way, you are correct. Now that you put it that way.
Yeah, you're talking about he wouldn't be the fastest big in the NBA. Listen, man, if you're gonna do that, then let's help out with the ball handling too.
Fuck the ball handling. Set some fucking screens, man. Set a screen. Have you seen Draymond Green screens? Yo,
he's the best screener I think in the NBA probably.
I was watching the clips of Golden State's offense and like the off-ball actions and stuff. Mm-hmm. But the screens Looney and Draymond was setting, like body-to-body contact on the opposing player, that's a skill that our team really needs to develop. Like, you have to sacrifice your body, bro, in order to get them wins, bro. Everybody got to come do it. There should be no reason why I see Quickly setting better screens than my bigs.
Well, yeah, I mean, you got to set the tone physically. Like, when people say that, that's what they mean. Like, if you're going to set a pick for somebody, you have to hurt the person. You have to make them feel you. You can't just stand there to jab and then run to the basket. You have to let them feel you. Get those movements and make the defense feel you and be stressed. I don't want to guard Brunson because I know Mitchell Robinson's going to come and knee me in the groin, on the way over. He's going to catch me with a fucking elbow because I got to go around this guy. You have to hurt people in the NBA.
Hell yeah.
Because that's what Draymond Green does. If you set a pick and Draymond Green is there, and Draymond Green setting a pick, you're gonna get hurt if you're not ready for him.
That's a fact. So
yeah,
hopefully the Knicks, they start getting tougher with it, man. Hopefully, man. But I love what I'm seeing so far from the Knicks, man. I like what I'm seeing in these videos. I like that. I like the fact that they all working and stuff like that. I'm just ready for this NBA season to come up.
Yeah,
I'm just ready. So my last question for you before we get out of here is, what's up with Carmelo Anthony, man?
I don't know. What are you gonna say about Carmelo? I was gonna talk about his kid. Freaking Kean got a little growth spurt. He's dunking now. You see him? He's barely catching the dunks, but he's dunking.
Kean gonna be good.
He got a small little peanut head, but his arms are like double the size of his arms are longer than his legs. It look like, and his legs getting there. His torso is small, so once his head and his torso start to match up, and he get that big growth spurt, he's gonna be big like his dad, 6'7", 6'8".
Yeah, Kean gonna be good. He's gonna be a Knick, so you know he's gonna be a Knick.
He's 14, so we were talking about another 7 years from now.
7 years, yeah, man. You know he's gonna be a Knick, man. You know that. You know James Dolan ain't gonna pass that up. But why? So Melo's still a free agent. Donovan ain't get traded yet. Knicks got a nationally televised game against Utah early in the season. I need to know what's up, man. I need to know what's up.
Did you mention that earlier about the Utah game so early in the season?
Yeah. And it's a national game too.
Wow.
So I'm gonna assume that
TNT.
Oh yeah.
At fucking 10 p.m. God. Oh yeah.
Oh, that's perfect. That's good. Yeah, that's good.
Man, I want to go to bed, man. On freaking Tuesday at 10 p.m. Oh, back to back. Utah and Denver back to back.
Oh, we getting smoked. You know we losing that Denver game. That's why I said we going on a 3-game losing streak in November.
And then we play against Golden State right after that.
And then Phoenix on Sunday.
Oh yeah. So I know I'm gonna have to like call out sick one of these days, man. Probably that. Well, hopefully I got Sunday and Monday off. I'll probably call out sick fucking. Look at me getting indicted on the freaking live stream. Getting indicted on a live stream.
My sick hours come back in September 1st. I'm calling out every week.
Yeah, I got a broken foot, man. So I got to take it easy on my shit.
Yeah, you got to slow down, man. You better stop trying to be Russell Westbrook.
Yeah, I was starting my training because I was supposed to be running the New York City Marathon. That's done now because I done broke my toe and shit. So I can't train now for. But I was training, so my legs were sore. That's what the problem was. My legs were sore. So I was going into the room, and then I guess I didn't lift my leg up, normal, and I freaking dragged in it. Blah! I broke my toe straight off, man. Yeah, my toe was hanging like this.
Shit.
Yeah, I didn't know what happened, so I smashed it back into place.
Ooh.
Yeah, the doctor said, "Oh, that's good, man, because if you would have waited till us to do it, you would have been in pain." I was like, yeah, "Well, shit."
Well, thank you.
Yeah.
When they bring you to the hospital puts you in more pain than what you're supposed to be.
Yeah.
Oh
It's
God.
crazy, man. I don't wish breaking nothing on nobody, man. So I mean, hopefully the Knicks do well. Hopefully we all do well.
Hopefully, or Tibbs gonna be fired with something I want to happen. Is that Pudge?
What's he talking about? This one? I mean, I'd be good with that. That wouldn't be so bad.
It wouldn't be so bad, but I gotta live in reality, Eero. I don't think Randall's getting traded, bro.
Yeah, I don't think he's getting traded either.
I don't think he's getting traded. I think they're gonna try to like salvage it out this season and see if it works. My only thing is, like, I don't know what's his mental strength, what his mental capacity is, or his mental strength is. I don't know if he's going to be bringing his wife to the games or not. But the minute he even steps wrong on the basketball court, they won't be chanting Obi Toppin name. And it's going to be for 42 home games. I don't think that's going. I don't know. I don't know how he's going to take it,
Right.
but we'll see, man. But I pray for him. I don't got to look at the Knicks Garden crowd. He do. He the one who told us shut the fuck up. So he better show up next season. But and if Obi start next season, can he set some damn screens too? I love the fact that he moves the ball and flashy dunks and set some screens. And please don't start off the season shooting 9% from 3.
Is that Obi, right?
Yes.
I want to see him stop doing that damn East Bay dunk, man. Stop doing that shit, man. That shit is fucking annoying. Just dunk regular. He comes down there. Here comes the East Bay dunk. Through the legs, bang. He dunks it, and they turns and look to the crowd like, hey, look what I can do. Like, get back on defense, man. Concentrate on the game.
I know when you love that dunk.
Not never, because you already know the rules already.
You'll love that dunk. Game 6, when the Knicks is up 20 on the Bucks in the Eastern Conference Finals, and there's 1 minute left. The Knicks is up 20. We're about to close out the Bucks, and Donovan gives Obi top of the bounce pass. He does the East Bay dunk in the Garden. That's what you gonna love. That's what you gonna love the dunk.
Nah, because then they're gonna be fighting because they're up by 20 and you do East Bay dunks at the end of the game, and then it's gonna be ESPN and all.
What you mean? Oh,
Draymond Green's gonna come out there. They know the rules. He's supposed to do that.
Oh, fuck him. I would love to have Draymond on the Knicks, though. I can't lie.
A couple years once he's done with Golden State, I wouldn't mind that.
No, even next offseason, I'll take Draymond.
But I tell you this, let it be like you say, Eastern Conference Finals. That it could be a close game, defensive play. Who can get a steal? I don't know. Let's say Julius Randle gets a steal, or like RJ locks the guy up, gets a steal, ball is loose. Brunson gets the ball, outlet pass to Obi Toppin. Obi Toppin in a freaking foot race with whoever they playing against, and then do the East Bay dunk. To get us the lead. And then we freaking win the Eastern Conference.
Bro, I would sit his ass on the bench if he tried the East Bay dunk. And we trying
to win. Yeah, the last shot of the game is the East Bay. What's good? What's good, Jamal? That's my guy, Jamal.
Yo, what's up, Jamal? Yo, I forgot what game it was, man. Obi did something. Yo, Thibodeau looked like he was about to tear his ACL, about to yank that man off the court. Come here! Obi, I'm like, damn, Tibbs, y'all gotta coach that hard, bro. But I guess our players like it. I mean, hey, like everybody, like I don't like supervisors, but I can work with certain supervisors. You get what I'm saying? If your leadership style sucks, I'm going to let you know. Your leadership style sucks. So, maybe they like Tim's leadership style. I mean, the rigidness. They're young. So, Thibodeau's really, focused and I'm trying to think of the word meticulous or whatever. Like,
yo, salute to Jamal. Jamal's my guy. We actually co-workers, right? So we had these conversations plenty of time. I hate I hate supervision that likes to cap for themselves and make themselves think that they're like bigger than the job. Or if they're talking, they feel like every time they're talking, you gotta listen to them. But listen, if I'm doing my job and I know my job more than you and I can explain the situation more than you, then what do you have to say to me? You know what I'm saying? So, no, if you're gonna say, nah, man, because blah blah blah, so just make it the fuck away from me. What did you say? Like, you heard what I said. Get the fuck away from me. Oh, I'm gonna write you up, but this time, go ahead, you write me up, and I'm gonna report you for sexual harassment. How about that? Get your hand out of my pocket. You know what I'm saying? You saw me, right, Jamal? You saw him with his hand in my pocket, right? And then you want to play the game. Let's play the fucking game. Get out of here. Go to your office and jerk off, or go sleep with the secretary, whatever you need to do. And then let me get out here and do my job.
Those supervisors, those type of people never last long. The supervisors that come to my hospital, bro, and they be trying to like dictate new rules and try to switch shit around, and because a lot of us been here longer than the supervisors. The supervising position is always changing.
Yeah.
So we've been here longer.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Yeah, we've been here longer.
I literally dictate to my supervisors what I'm doing on a daily basis. Like, I don't give them even the luxury of telling me how to do my job.
Yo, do they tell you shit like, oh hey, we gotta make it look good? Do you ever hear that from people? Oh no, we gotta make it look good.
3 years ago, they don't tell me that no more because they know better. They'll tell a new worker that because when you're new, you try to like make everything look good and you try to like make the nurses look good and you straight kiss ass. I'm not new. I ain't kissing ass.
Yeah, we at that point now. Tom Thibodeau is a coach, whatever. We didn't have no experience now, but listen, this now, RJ Barrett's in his 4th year now. We got Mitch Robinson in his 5th year. Julius Randle's not a rookie. Brunson is not a rookie. You know, Brunson is relatively young too, but he got age on him. You know, he's relatively experience wise in the NBA, but he got age on him. So you're not talking to the little kids no more. So get back on defense and all that bullshit. Like, who you talking to? I know what the game plan is. Figure a different way to convey that message because I'm not dealing with that. You know, I'm not dealing with that yelling and screaming.
But that's what happened in Minnesota. After a while, like that shit falls on deaf ears. You know what I'm saying? It doesn't resonate after a while. And I'm just hoping that doesn't happen to our team. Yeah. I'm hoping that it's like a smooth sailing. I don't think the Knicks will ever fire Tibbs. I think Tibbs will get a job in the upper management office and be Leon Rose's assistant up there. Yeah, and I think we'll have a younger replacement on the bench ready to take over.
Yeah.
You know, it's on Tibbs, man. He's a great coach. Even though, we shit on him a lot, especially me. But at the end of the day, he's still a great coach. He's still one of the winningest coaches in NBA history. So, let's see, man. It's still hope for him. It's not like it's dead in the water. The issue mainly with me and Tibbs is he coaches the players that I don't like the way I want him to coach certain other players. Like the way he coached Alec Burks is the way I wanted him to coach Emmanuel Quickly. You know what I'm saying? You gave Burks that rope. And you could have gave Quickly that same rope. So like that, it was crazy to me how he said, "Oh well, I should have played the young guys early in the season." No shit, Sherlock. So
yes. Remember that Jericho Sims thing where he made a bad play, but then he ended up coming the length of the court, making a great defensive play. But Tom Thibodeau, they called a timeout and everything, and Tom Thibodeau was cursing out Jericho about a play that he made 2 plays down the road. It's like, come on, man! Like you cannot emasculate your team like that. You know, you can't do that. Like the same thing we're talking about supervisor. If a supervisor at my job comes into me, start talking some wild shit, I'm going home. You know, and now you can't work the job because I left, and you can't tell me I can't leave because I'm sick. You know?
Yeah, so.
Like that.
I mean, I guess they love the way Tibbs is teaching. Let's see, man. I know a couple of years from now, whenever Tibbs leaves, and if we got some of these young guys still on the team, I know a lot of their development in their early stages of their career is directly tied to Tibbs. Yeah. So I'll never take that away from him.
Right.
And
you got to get to the point though, like if your coach is coaching, like your coach has to be the one cursing out the other team. Let Tom Thibodeau get into a cursing match with the refs, or let him get into a cursing match with the players. Don't let what's amazing. I did a watch along with the New York Liberty, right? Mm-hmm. The Chicago Sky, they were playing in Chicago. The referees were the worst referees I've ever seen. It wasn't calling no fouls and nothing. There was like the Liberty were getting flung around, but you know what the Liberty did? They just got into a team huddle. Instead of arguing with the refs, they threw their hands up for 1 second, but not directed at the refs. They got together in a huddle. I think that's what the Knicks need to do because it's too much of Julius Randle with his head like this going to the refs and too much Tom Thibodeau yelling and screaming. Like I'm hoping that if we're Brunson there, that Brunson pulls guys away back to let's get to the team huddle. Let's talk about it. Yo, man, they're not calling fouls, so don't worry about it. This thing, we need those guys to pull the team together out of the moment and bring it back to what's important, and that's trying to win the game. Because they're playing. The Liberty were playing against the reigning champions. So and they were losing. They were losing at this point when this was happening. But they kept coming together in team huddles. Next thing you know, that they won the game by I forgot how much they won the game by. But they beat them. They were not supposed to beat what's Candace Parker and the other young lady, Miss Cooper, they weren't supposed to beat them.
Mm.
You know what I'm saying? And it has to do with the team coming together, and ignoring all that bullshit. That's the problem.
I think getting Brunson and Donovan is going to do so many wonders for Julius Randle. Because just what you just said, like, there was nobody to, like, pull him in, right? We seen an instance a couple of times last season where you see RJ Barrett and he bring all the young guys into him. He said, commit. RJ Barrett is a natural born leader, but RJ Barrett being the younger player, he can't always go to Randall and tell him, hey, look, big dog, come here. If I'm an older player and a younger player is trying to tell me that, sometimes I am going to brush him off. So if you got a guy like Brunson and Donovan, now Donovan like, yo, come in. Randall going to run over there because that's out of respect. I don't think Randall really, and rightfully so, like, there was no other player on the team going into last season. There was no other player on the team on his level. So there was nobody for him to really respect if they try to rein him in. I seen Evan Fournier try to do it a couple of times.
Yeah.
You know what Randall did? Move, Frenchman. He's still going to the ref.
Yeah, but same thing. We got the analogy for work, like regular work. But I mean, and my job is the same way. You got guys that think I know what I'm doing. I got 40 years on the job. You know what I'm saying? I could have retired 20 years ago, but I'm still here. So I know what I'm doing. So it's like, all right, look, whatever, man. Yo, on your state, man. You know what we got to do, right? We got to do this spot, whatever. Fuck that dude. We're gonna set it up, and we're gonna work this. How we gonna work it? And then to hell with that cat. You know what I'm saying? But you get the job done. And then you get the win yourselves, and let him. Whatever he gets, if he gets the same shit that we get. Whatever, as long as we save the day and we got the win for the day, that's most important. So I mean, it's unfortunate Julius Randle is like that, because I mean, for a guy to only respect guys because he thinks you're on your level, that's no good either, man. That's just not a good place to be.
But that's man. That comes. But that's all. It's all assumption from people like me. Like it's all assumption. But we can only assume what we've seen, and based off of what I've seen from him these past 2 years. With this dude, these past 3 years, it's like he's very emotional. He only plays well when his shot is falling. And when he's having a bad game, he lets his bad game affects his emotions on the court, and he's just not there anymore. So I needed another guy to like rein him in. Bullock used to do it a lot during the Almighty 4 season. Yeah. And we took Bullock away from Randall. So Randall started running him up this season.
Yo, what about the young homie Pinson too, man? Pinson did a great job, keeping the bench loose. When guys are pissed off, Pinson would sit next to the dude and keep him, that positivity. You need guys like that. You need jokers. You need jokesters on the squad to make things light. When you about to lose your job and curse out the supervisor, here goes Pinson. Oh, let's do the wave or something like that. Doing the wave, like, what's wrong with you, man? Yeah, man. That shit is funny. Like, all right, bro, whatever, man. Yeah, fuck that dude. You know what I'm saying?
Like that
Yeah, So I mean, you need that. You need all those aspects in order to make everything work. So, hopefully we got that this year, man. Hopefully, with Brunson here, and if we get done, that's why Donovan Mitchell is so important, because Donovan Mitchell and Brunson are the same guys. Like you said, if those guys are coming into the huddle, like Julius Randle gonna look crazy standing on the outside, not in the huddle with RJ in the huddle, Brunson and Donovan Mitchell, and then you're gonna be on the outside pouting like a bitch. You know what I'm saying? You better get your ass up in this huddle.
Yeah.
Let's win this game.
Shout outs to Derrick Rose.
Derrick Rose, another one. Yeah.
Another vet. And after this Donovan Mitchell trade, Melo coming home. So we're gonna it's gonna be fun. It's gonna be fun, man. It's gonna be fun. I want to see that dynamic. I really don't want Obi to be traded though, because if we got Carmelo Anthony, I really want Obi with Carmelo Anthony just for like a year or so, just to teach him just how to do something on the offensive side of the goddamn ball.
Yeah. If anybody could teach Obi something like those jab steps that Melo got, that's right up Obi's alley. Because Obi's not going to be able to overpower dudes. He's going to need to do some of that, fake just to get his little jump shot off. Because he does have a nice little pull-up jump shot, but he has no way of getting it off. So if Melo can teach him some things where he can do, how Melo does that shit where he bumps whatever and it spins around, fade away. He needs somebody to teach him that. You know, those little nuance shimmy, quick shimmy and spin the other way, that type of thing that Melo be doing. Obi needs all of that. So you're right, man. I think when it comes down to it, I think we're gonna get everything that we're asking for, for this team to succeed. I think, man.
Yeah, hopefully, man. 'Cause I've been waiting a long time for Donovan Mitchell, man. Waiting a long time. It's been 37, 38 days, 39 days now since the first report came out.
Yeah.
So hopefully Donovan Mitchell be here soon.
Yeah.
But I guess that's everything.
Yeah, we talked a lot.
I guess
You left me
that's
high and dry in the beginning, quote unquote. Yeah, I thought it started at 9:30, man. You probably in the back, doing your shit. Like, oh shit, man. I gotta go.
nah. I dead ass thought it was at 9:30. Like I got that 9:30 clock in my head. I was
That's so
just
good. When
listening
you
to
see the
music.
replay, you'll see me talking to myself about Wojnarowski in the beginning.
Whoa, it's that motherfucker.
Yeah, it is what it is, man. It's politics in this game. We definitely can't underestimate that.
Oh, man. Come on, Michael Magic, man. How you say what does Utah want from Mitchell, man? Everybody know what Utah wants now.
Yeah, we exhausted that conversation I mean, everybody, Twitter Spaces every day with that bullshit. Like, oh, what are we gonna do with Utah? I think we should do this. Like every day with that shit. Come on, man. Fighting and all that.
I'm on a Twitter break until like September 10th. I'm not even want to sign on Twitter. I just made one post the other day. I said I'm done with Twitter because it's just the same arguments.
Yeah,
I'm looking at the same debates, right? It's the trade for Donovan. It's the why Randall's still here. It's the Thibodeau needs to be. I need a mental break.
yeah. I peeped in on the what's the name Freezy show. Freezy had what's the name on there Coach Steph. Had Steph on there, and Freezy still got anecdotes. He's still like, he got little sayings and stuff. Yeah, I forgot what he said. He said something about Donovan Mitchell, but he said like, it's like seeing lightning strike. You ever seen lightning strike? I'm like, this fucking guy. He still got anecdotes. You know what I'm saying? 30, like we said, 38 days later, we still got jokes to go along with this shit, man. It's like, come on already.
Freezy's like that old uncle who drink mad beer at the cookout. And he just gonna give you wild stories, and they just random. You could be talking about breakfast. He gonna bring up a story about an alligator he hunted in the forest or some shit.
Yeah, he got a fucking pint of Hennessy in his sock and shit. Stay away from your uncle. He got the Hennessy in his sock over there. Think nobody knows what's going on.
Oh man, shout out to Uncle Freezy, man. Shout out to Balance Kids. Well, I guess you could put up the links to where they could find us. I know they could find us on Apple Podcasts, Stitcher, Google Play, TuneIn, Player FM, iHeartRadio, Amazon Alexa. Tonight, I will
get some season tickets for the Nets this year.
Fuck the Nets, man. But tonight, I'll be releasing probably like around 3 a.m. I'll be releasing a bunch of our audios that we did recently. So Knicks fans, look out for that. Shout outs to all the Nets fans. Y'all could go fuck yourselves. We don't want Durant. I seen somebody in the comments earlier who said something about that, and I meant to get at him, but it's neither here. It's neither here nor there. I'm glad we didn't get Durant, bro. I'm so happy we don't have Kyrie.
Yeah, I'm glad we didn't got those problems.
Those rich man problems.
Yeah, the Knicks are not trying to get those a-holes, those high-end a-holes. We're not trying to do that. We're trying to do the right thing.
You got an a-hole millionaire telling an a-hole billionaire who paid the a-hole millionaire to rehab $38 million to rehab for a season that he wants out from the team that the a-hole millionaire asked for.
Right. They fired the coach for him too. They did everything they asked for, and he's still talking about, nah, man, I don't like your direction. Like, yo, we signed you while you was recovering from an Achilles injury, bro. Where's the love? You want to talk about like loyalty? Where's the love with that shit?
I can only imagine what a net player group text chat look like. A bunch of weirdos.
Yeah, the Nets chat.
Oh,
Michael Magic is a funny dude, man.
I agree with Kyrie.
not going on a road trip with this motherfucker. You know what I'm saying?
Yo, man. Yo, Ebru, let me get out of here, man. I'm tired.
Yeah, me too.
Appreciate all of you guys, man. Yo, Ebru, if anything, we'll be on this weekend. If we get any new news, if we don't, I definitely see you next Tuesday, brother.
All right, cool. Whatever you say, you're gonna be like, yo, Eru, you're gonna be like, yo, it's pod tomorrow, bro. I'm like, look at this guy. He said Tuesday, but here we go with a pod tomorrow.
Nah, you never know, man. I'm waiting for. I got my notifications set on Woj. You know, Shams. I got my notifications set. So if I see something,
because check this out. Look at this. Well, I was doing that so you can see the time, right? It says Monday and Wednesdays at 9:30. When the hell do we do a pod Monday through Wednesday at 9:30? That's like cap right there. You know what I'm saying? So it just is what it is, man. You know, we got jobs. We can't do schedules. You know, most of the guys that do schedules, you know, they're not working like how we working. You know, so we just can't do shit like that.
Yeah, man.
I appreciate everybody for rocking with us.
Yep.
You know, hanging out with us or whatever. You don't never know when we're on, because most of the time, you know, if guys are not don't catch the live stream, you are supporting after the fact. So people are watching the pod after the fact. So I appreciate it. Yep. Comments are popping after the fact too. So, you know, thanks guys for supporting. I really appreciate that. You know, State, you know, I appreciate you for hanging out with me, man. We you know, we got great chemistry with each other, man. You know, we gotta, you know, if you can, keep it up.
Yes, sir. No, we gotta keep this going, man. And y'all, please continue commenting under the videos. I like 3 a.m. when I'm laying down. I read y'all comments. I love the comments under the videos. I love what y'all say. I'm a madman. so tell you with the comments, please, yo.
Yeah, I usually respond immediately too. For those that pop in the comments, I respond almost immediately a lot of times.
Nah. Sometimes you gotta let certain comments though. You gotta let just rock. Like I know this motherfucker didn't say this stupid shit.
Well, you could tell sometimes the motherfuckers be drunk or something because they, you know, the words be all in different places. Like, damn, so let me just leave them alone. You know. Yo, yeah. What's going on with you on Twitter, man? I saw you you doing something with I forgot the girl's name, the young lady that's doing the Twitter.
Yeah. When I get off my Twitter hiatus, Charlotte just wants me to host. She wants basically whenever I host the Twitter Spaces, I host it under Knicks Spaces.
Right.
So basically like they wanted to partner with me with that. They wanted me to be a part of that because they felt like I was a leader and they felt like a lot of Knicks Twitter like respects my voice. So and I respect that and I understand, I appreciate that. And plus, like when they be running Twitter Spaces, I like when I run a Twitter Space because as soon as everybody starts talking over each other, I mute everybody like instantly. I don't even let it get crazy, bro.
Yeah,
like I mute. Look, y'all motherfuckers gotta stop screaming at each other. Like I can't listen to a good convo like that. So
one thing I gotta say about you, State, man, is that like you know what you're talking about. Like on Twitter is one thing. You're like you're doing the Twitter shit. You know you're doing what Twitter is doing. You're interacting. People like that, or they assume that that's how you are. But when you're with me, you're not like that. We're talking basketball. You got facts going. You got stats going. You got your logic. You're listening to my shit. I'm listening to your shit. You're going back and forth. It's a good conversation that we have. You know, so it's like two different things. And then also too, people see it. You know, people see what you bring to the table, you know, in your knowledge and stuff like that. That's why they want you on your team, because you want to talk about king of Twitter. I think you are the king of Twitter. You know, everyone else capped for Twitter, but you want to talk about for everyone that that you want to, they can't keep the name out your mouth. You know, like they can't keep State's name out their mouth. You know what I'm saying? So you are the king of Twitter. You know, that's why they want you a part of the team.
Yeah, I appreciate it. I get subliminal every day. Like
Listen, man.
I see it.
I see it too. I see people talking shit about you, like when they don't think you're looking, or like they took you out the thread or whatever the fuck. You know, I see what they be saying. You know, I just like, yo, man, look at these cats.
So
you know, but they know who the real one is.
I be looking at that shit like, yo, you caught it. Like I get an example before we get out of it. Like the dude, he runs. I forgot what the fuck his name, Christian or whatever. Right, this cornball motherfucker. I'm minding my business on Twitter. And he's talking about, oh, here comes people complaining at 7 to get on Twitter Spaces. And I had to shoot a video at him like, yo, bro, hop off my dick, bro. like, bro, like you're not smarter than me, bro. Just because you got glasses on, bro. Like literally had to tell him that, like, bro, like I've been watching basketball as long as you've been learning ABCs, bro. Like I know the game, bro. Like not everything you say be law, and that's be the problem with a lot of people on Twitter. So when you say I do my Twitter thing, it's a reason why I gotta act that way on Twitter sometimes.
No, I'm saying like you know, there's a way of navigating on Twitter, and you're the master at that. You're like the master at that. So you know, definitely got to acknowledge the fact that's what's happening on there. That's why everybody can't keep the name out your mouth. You make people pissed off because they know that you're smart. You're not just an ignorant dude, whatever. You can get crazy with them, but then you're gonna hit them with the knowledge too, and they can't take it because they don't have that. They don't have both sides of the square.
Nah, man, I be trying, man. And the one thing I don't like to talk about, like if it's me and you, I could talk math. Like we can talk efficiency, we talk numbers and stuff. I'm not going on Twitter to talk math with those dudes. I don't want to talk math with you. I don't give a fuck about true shooting percentage, bro.
Well, the thing about it is like an underlying thing too. Like with them, it's an underlying thing. They're having that conversation to kind of trap you into something, you know, because that's the way they play the game on Twitter. They do something to trap you into saying something, and then now you cursing everybody else. Fuck everybody. Fuck you and your mother and your cousin and everybody. You know, it gets to that point. It's like, oh, look at him. See. It's always a trap. That's why I don't fuck with Twitter like that because my thing is I'm not gonna argue back and forth. My thing is suck my dick. Right, then it's oh damn, why you got to go there for it? Because it's listen, man, if you're that upset, right, suck my dick. What's gonna happen next? You know what's gonna happen next? I'm not in shape. Everybody saw me play basketball. You know I can't move or whatever. So listen, if you got a problem with it, suck my dick and do what you got to do. You know what I'm saying? But I'm not gonna sit and argue with you about stupid shit on Twitter back and forth. You know I'm not doing it.
This shit is so pointless, bro. Shit is so but it comes with the territory, man. Yeah. You know, people hating, you know, people hating on Dollar's state of mind. Recently I had a spat with somebody that they said to me, they said under the Twitter post, stripper money, salute, Knicks in 6. Yo, salute, Paris Duggar. I recently had a spat with somebody on Knicks Twitter, another Knicks content creator, and he said, I remember a month ago, he was like, yo, Eru takes his whack or some shit. He said some shit like that.
Who said it? Who said it? Who said it?
You had a spat with him already. You should know who it was.
Well, I blocked them anyway, so I can't. Yeah, whoever it is, I already blocked them. So I already told probably all three of them to suck my dick at one point. So go ahead.
So, dude, you know what he said. So I said I brought up the Carmelo Anthony situation,
right?
And I tied 4 picks directly to that Carmelo Anthony trade because of the domino effect. So dude shared my post. He said, oh, you're idiotic and this, that, and the third, and this, that, and the third. So I was like, who the fuck are you, bro? like, bro, you're not the king of this shit, bro. And plus, I'm not even wrong. Just ask.
Yo, Jamar, you know, thank you for the super chat tomorrow, but don't play with me, okay? I'll drop a freaking a freaking stack of hundreds in your lunch bag. Keep fooling around with me, man.
Yeah, yo, man, people, man, Twitter sometimes, man, these Twitter dudes be trying to show off for other grown men they never met in their lives, man. That'd be my thing, man.
Yeah, it's just goofy stuff, man. But you know, it is what it is. I just want to, you know, keep acknowledging you and encouraging you to keep doing what you do, man, because people see it. You know, like I said, they always trying to ban you from Twitter. They always trying to assassinate you. You know what I'm saying? But the reason why that shit is happening to you is because you're good at what you do. You know, you're good at what you do. I appreciate it.
Appreciate it, man. Yeah, people, yo, how you banned 2 of my Twitter? I don't even want to think about that no more, man. Yeah. Oh God, yo, Eru, I'm out of here. Yeah, you're damn right. Trolls and clowns. We got a couple clown Nick content creators that I don't like personally, but that's a story for another day. But Eru, I'm out of here.
Yeah, man.
Appreciate you guys. Yo, Jamal, man, I appreciate you for tuning in, man. Eru coworker. Brother BKL and all of you guys, man. I appreciate all of you guys that tuned in today. Shout out to my guys, Young Simba, Pudge Nice, King Pop, all of you guys, man. But I'm out of here. Eru.
Yeah, man.
Brother.
Peace, yo. Yeah, man. You know, I always got something to say at the end here, but you know, I cat for State because you know you see me and State linked up with each other on the humble. He got a podcast, I had a podcast. I forgot who hit each other up first, but before you know it, me and him are doing podcasts together. You know, just off the humble, just because of the love of what's going on here. So that is my thesis statement with this whole podcasting stuff is that this is we do this. We stay up late watching strangers, sending strangers money, and you know, just talking and whatever, meeting up with people and all this type of stuff. We do this out off the love for the team. You know what I'm saying. So that's the spirit of it. You know, all this like you know, according to sources, you know, according to the people that I talk behind the scenes, like whatever, man. It's not about that. It's about the love for the team. There's no backing behind it. The only backing that we need is each other, man. So I appreciate everyone that fucks with the podcast. Like I said, 2,000 subscribers. You know, for somebody that doesn't even have a set show. You know, you don't know when I'm coming on. You know, and somehow you guys find me and you continuously support, man. So I appreciate it. You know, I really can't explain what that feels like. You know what I'm saying? I'm quite sure you guys can understand it, but I just had to. You know, I just feeling. You know, I'm feeling. You know, what would you call? Just feeling good. You know, I'm feeling good, man. I want to make sure that the state felt that. You know, from my perspective, I want you guys to feel it too. And yeah, man. Shout out to Baller Studios. So Mr. Canal, you know, unless my man here hits me up and wants to get on the show or something like that, then you can do shit like that. But other than that, please don't do that. You know, don't shout out your show if you never had a conversation with us. You know, let's keep it real. That's that goofy shit that I'm talking about. Sorry, Baller Studios don't know you from nothing. You know, but that's that goofy shit that I'm talking about. Don't come on somebody's podcast and you never had a conversation with the person talking about, hey, come watch my show. I'm not with that. But you know, if you in the conversation and whatever, I don't mind you sharing whatever. I don't mind shouting other people's shows. Ain't nothing to me. But just don't do goofy shit, man. Keep it you know, keep it G. Anyway, I see you guys later, man. Thank you everybody for tuning in. I see you guys later, man. Peace.